me sass right before the stream. Jeez.
I'd never do that.
You don't swear, but you're a sassy little goblin.
I enjoy
Sassy.
the partaking of sass.
I'm so whipped by Unexpectables.
don't
I
you?
was gonna use fouler language, but like, because Unexpectables, we can't swear in like the first few minutes or whatever. There's like a rule for it for our monetization, but like, my channel isn't monetized. My YouTube is an absolute clown fiesta. It's just VODs and then like the craziest thumbnails known to man. I was having a conversation with someone who's just like, yeah, thumbnail. I want to make sure my thumbnails are like this, that, and really, really good. And I'm like, I sent my friend a picture of Legolas saying, "You have my bow," and my VTuber avatar, and told them, draw this my VTuber's Legolas saying, "You have my bow," and it's the most cursed thing ever. To the point that for the longest time on my first episode, it was for my Monster Hunter Wilds uploads. The first episode of Monster Hunter Wild, the first comment was, "What the hell is this thumbnail?" I'm proud of it.
I think it's blessed.
It's silly. I like it because it's funny. Also, Renfield 88, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 3 months. Thank you so much. We're probably gonna get a lot of subs coming in because it's been a hot second. The last time I streamed was at midnight on a random day because Monster Hunter update. Hosamas, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Hello, thank you so much. New sub. Who dis? Enjoy your emotes. You have many fun ones to play with, so yeah.
Mistweet. Thank you.
Mr. was like, if you get your own sub to the gentle bro. Who are those people? Strangers.
I don't know.
Strangers in the night.
Got hit.
Gasp.
Got hit with the steel chair of love, though.
Oh man. Hi, thanks. I figured I'd stop and say hi after meeting you at D-Tier. Oh, hello! Heck yeah. Thank you so much for swinging by. Welcome to stream. We're doing D&D today. Usually I do some variety streaming, but I've been, taxes. Asterisk derogatory. So, I've been working on that.
Aggressively swears in taxes. I did that yesterday. It was a lot easier than I thought it was. But I made my dad literally just belly laugh today when I visited him because I was just like, I remember why I don't like them. It's when you're getting benefits and they ask you questions like, do you have a house? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, you don't have a house. Do you have kids and a father? I'm like, no, I'm not a father. Kids like, oh, you're a bad American. I'm like, yeah, I'm a bad American, Uncle Chiam.
Jesus. Gray Sky Gamer, thanks for Switch Prime sub for 12 months. Happy 1-year anniversary. And Wedward45, thanks for the tier 1 sub for 51 months. Taking all bets on what the gang gets distracted by this time. Well, they just entered into the bathing house, so that's gonna be fun.
Distracted badly this time, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Ooh, something shiny.
I send my taxes off to my accountant because he deciphers my life, which is great, and I really appreciate it. I just have one more thing to do, and it's the most tedious part. Well, it's not the most tedious part. It's the second most tedious part, but it's the most, like, I can't really do anything else while doing it, which annoys me.
Yeah.
Which is, I have to go through my ledger, which I have a ledger. Oh my gosh, Renfield. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you so much for the fucking Electrum. Thank you so much for the 5,000 bits and the Electrum piece. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Oh, we appreciate Electrum in this house, don't we?
Yeah.
Please.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes, we do.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing I dislike about it. Gentle, what's your favorite metal? Mine's Electrum.
My favorite metal?
Yeah, mine's Electrum.
I
like
would
two
also
metal
say
songs.
that just to be an ass, but
Oh, did I actually get you thinking about this?
I don't know what it is. I like gold. It's
Yeah.
cool.
You know what? You and
Bougie.
me, like, we need to make a tier list of our medals. Like, we have to.
A
just go
metal
ahead and
tier
do
list?
it.
I'm
A
down.
metal tier list. Yes.
I'll
like,
learn something.
I like silver. Like, I just
It's
really-
pretty.
I like silver. But at the same time, I'm like, Man, just Copper's the goat, though. Like,
It really
yeah,
is.
Copper is the
Really
goat.
Copper is the goat. Like,
We wouldn't have
colors.
anything as far as metallurgy and engineering is concerned without
Yeah.
metal, without copper, not
Well,
without
yes,
metal.
metal
Oh,
too.
God, I'm tired. I'm still a little exhausted. I'm sorry.
EP. Miss Sweetums,
Little
they give you
EP boy.
Miss Sweetums, they give you a turn subject Bergflax. Boo. Monty, I'm sad. I'm eating a strawberry flavored cinnamon toast crunch and it tastes like nothing. Oh, I'm so sorry. I do hate it when things are like, the memory of strawberry. Not that good.
Memory of strawberry.
The faint fart of a berry. Constable Munn, thanks so much for the tier 1 sub for 26 months. I'm betting that Tink traumatizes another poor minimum wage employee. Truly
Very
the menace of the $5 an hour club.
Listen, I have one funny fella. He's on my radar.
Reasons to unionize, maternity leave, health benefits. Tank is harassing me.
It's not a matter of
They
if,
just
it's
won't
matter
leave
of
us
what.
alone.
I need a pencil, hold on. There we go. Darky Arts! Oh my gosh. Thank you
Hey,
so
I
much.
know that guy.
I know that person. Darky
I
Arts.
know that
I
person.
can't wait to do my taxes and have to type out your name and have the O that has the cross going through. I forgot what it's called. The one that's like the O with the cross going through it.
I call that the Euro O.
Yeah.
The Euro.
The Euro. Oh my god. I have to put that into my tax documents. I have to copy and paste that shit all the time because I don't know the shortcut to do those on the keyboard. But yes, we had a fantastic convention. It was a lot of fun. Glad you had a great convention, Monty. Told you it'd go well, you matador. Have fun. Prime time, crime time. I think because Darky Arts did a print for me actually for the convention, which was Helga. I think I did like 4 Helgas, like 4 prints went out, which was pretty good. And I put like a Helga quote in each one, so yeah. Time for Japanese Kit Kats. I demand you share.
Kit Kats.
Wait,
Oh,
what
Kit
flavor?
Kats.
Yeah, what flavor? I mean, with
Any
Japanese, it can be
Kit Kats,
anything.
that's gold.
Japanese
Gold.
flavor, obviously.
All of them.
Ooh!
It's like Japanese flavors are wild. There's so many and there's like talking about strawberry. It's like strawberry flavor, but like a little bit more, and then strawberry flavor, but like half of strawberry flavor, and then like in America, like Canada and the West, it's just like, what flavor Kit Kat do you want? Can I have a fun, interesting flavor? You will have chocolate and nothing else, and be thankful. And you're like, I'm sorry, Kit Kat.
I'm sorry.
Tastes just like
It's like chocolate or white chocolate, which is just disappointing.
You get white chocolate. We only get chocolate or dark chocolate. I think happened at one point and it's gone now. It's just like okay.
Yeah.
There was once a funfetti Kit Kat. It was delicious.
I feel like
But I haven't seen it on
that.
Funfetti one?
I
don't
think
even
I-
know what
yeah.
funfetti is.
Like a birthday cake funfetti.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun. Fetty.
Matcha Kit Kats are pretty good. I really like them.
There's this mint chocolate one they have that's really good. I like mint chocolate.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so good.
I think I've had a banana Kit Kat once. That one was tasty.
Oh, that
man.
sounds
That sounds
dope.
divine.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted a Helga print, but there are too many. My funds forced me to choose. Hey, that's fine. That's totally fine. And I have more for next time, so we're all good. I bless you with high rolls and catch you in the VODs. Hell yeah.
Thank you for the blessing.
You're
Thank
gonna
you.
need it, man.
Oh, we're gonna need
Especially
that.
me.
Fine. Fine. It's fine.
I
Listen,
cast
I'm already down 5
ADHD.
HP. Listen, I'm already down 5 HP, okay?
Yeah, we're coming in hot there. You don't actually have to take the 5 HP. Just,
Nah, I'm gonna honor it, man.
You can always
It
short
was just
rest it off. I mean, you're level 2.
You're a trooper.
We are also in the back.
Oh, the prints came out amazingly, Darky. They came out really good. I'm really happy with them. So, hype train. Oh shit! I missed the hype
Whoa.
train.
Whoa, hype trains.
Shit! Hold on. Ready? There we go. Hype train.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you so much.
You actually have a train whistle?
Yeah. I have.
How can you one-up me on funny sound makers? I have a clown's array here. Oh, I gotta throw so much shit on my throne. I cannot let you outclown me.
And my
This is
favorite.
just- this
hold
is
on.
just-
Hold on. I got my favorite here. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Ready? Ready?
Yeah. Oh my god!
Me when I really scared.
I'm gonna be fucking lose.
I actually got a kazoo the other day. I found a kazoo which I've been needing. So I have my own funny little array of musical instruments. So
Actually, speaking of funny sounds, I need my metal cup. One moment.
I'm gonna make fucking lose it. Like, you're just like, oh, look at this. Your clown's arsenal cannot be greater than mine.
dude, I love my
can't-
automaton. I bought that at a Barnes and Nobles in LA. I saw it and I'm like, I want an automaton. That's too silly. And it's my favorite. You needed a kazoo? Listen, I had a kazoo moment where I needed a kazoo for something.
A Zoom moment.
It was a
Kazoo moments.
I needed a
Kazoo
I
moment.
toured through my town. I could not find a kazoo, so I found one recently at a toy store. They had like a kind of novelty toy section with like classic toys, like a Rubik's Cube and stuff like that. And I had kazoos,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm buying a kazoo. I need a kazoo in case I need to use it for something.
Of course.
Right, of
You
course.
never know when you need a kazoo.
And like I bought it, and
Story
then
of my life.
the lady at the cash register was just like, "Oh, a kazoo, that's fun." And I'm like, "I need a kazoo." And she's like, "Why do you need a kazoo?" And I'm like, "I'm a streamer. I need a little kazoo." And she's like, "Oh, that's fun." And I'm like, "Yeah, thank you." I've had to multiple times this week tell people I'm a streamer, and the way my face sucks in like a vortex is like undescribable, because it's just like, oh god, please don't ask for clarification. Yeah, Connor's didgeridoo is honestly the best sound maker that anyone has. That shit is hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's top tier.
The funniest thing about the didgeridoo is anytime you even hint about Australia, like if you mention a kangaroo or anything to do with Australia, he whips that shit out instantly without missing a beat. It's so funny.
He's got it at arm's length.
Mm-hmm.
I respect it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Why do you need a kazoo? Monty Cold Hard Stare. I will be right back. I'm just gonna top off my water, and then when I get back, I think it's time for us to jump back into crime. If y'all are ready.
Okie dokie.
You guys want
Yeehaw.
You guys want to ruminate maybe a bit about what you want to do once we jump back into the game?
Sure.
Yes.
You guys just entered into the, I believe, the bath location, so...
Yeah, the bathhouse. Okay, chat, everybody, this is the plan. We're gonna cause a little bit of arson. Maybe, like, have a montage with, like, everything in chaos.
Ooh, arson's
And then-
exotic.
Exotic
arson.
I've definitely got a pipe bomb. We're good to go.
Ballroom Blitz plays in the background, and then it cuts to us winning, you know, I'll be fine, it'll be fine.
You know, this reminds me when I played an Artificer one time. 4 sessions went by when I was like, hey, can I get that chair leg? And he's like, I don't know why you need a chair leg, but yeah, you can take it. And I'm like, hey, is there some pipes? Yeah. I'll take a length of pipe. And I was like, hey, can I take that, like, little, like, nail piece? He's like, oh, yeah, you can take that nail. And around the 4th or 5th campaign, I'm like, hey, can I get some of these tin cans? And he goes, are you making a grenade launcher? And I was like, maybe.
No.
That's got the same...
He's like...
That's got the same energy as like, hey, is there a window on this at the top floor of this attic? It's boarded over. That wasn't the question.
All right, sounds like we got a ball game.
Hey, Hikaru-kun, hello, welcome to stream. Also, yes, I do have wireless headphones, so I could hear everything. So,
Oh,
yeah,
I like wireless headphones.
I can't go back. It's
They're nice.
They're nice until you use the bathroom and Arkolf leans into the microphone and is like, are you having a good poop, Monty? That's the worst part.
Consider not taking your wireless headphones
I want
to
to
the
know what
shitter.
the subject of conversation is. It's just, man, whatever.
The
so do you think
sacrifices
we can
make.
get away with playing Ballroom Blitz in the background of our session?
Oh my god.
Great is that I can hear it in his voice, just going, "Are you having a good poop?" Like, it's
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah. I chose that. That is my man. I chose that. Alright, well with that, speaking of choices, how about we jump back into the keys from the Golden Vault and return to the Afterlife Casino.
Yep.
Believe I had this. Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, you guys are in the bathhouse. Who's texting me? I'll destroy you. Is the music playing?
I stopped.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. I think it's playing. It's just very. Yeah, we're good.
Very soft.
Oh yeah.
Very
We're Gucci.
relaxing. Very demure.
If there was a Lemure, we'd be like, oh, that's a demure Lemure.
Alright. So. Ugh. Ignore that. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Whoa.
Sorry.
You good?
You awesome?
Yes,
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Just knocked over my phone.
Okay.
I was gonna say it's just Tink like trying to straighten up after being in the hot tub for a week. For actually almost 2 months.
Jesus.
Yeah, something like that.
Listen, I'm just glad we get to play, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Whee!
The air in here is warmer and more humid than the casino proper and bears a sulfurous fragrance. Excuse me. So you guys dip into the hot spring?
Oh
I
yes.
believe so.
Right.
It's the last thing we did.
As you dip into the hot spring, the water smells rich of minerals. And is like... Take it, it's great, it's perfect. For the rest of you, it's not like you're scalding yourself and like burning your skin, but it's that type of like hot tub hot that's like your body needs to kind of get used to it, where it's like it's pretty hot.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Huh.
I
As you-
have to.
Oh, that's unique.
As you look around this chamber, however, with your passive perceptions, you do notice that there is no mirror. The mirror that looks through and kind of is sort of the security system here, like cameras. There isn't one in here. You get the sense that if there was, it would probably get fogged up by the hot water in this chamber. Why is the piano music getting louder and scarier? I'm gonna turn it down a bit. Sorry.
Aggressive relaxation.
Relax,
You will
relax,
relax.
go to bed.
You know, I might just like stick my head under the water and I have to know. Surely this is like a little fountain. Are there any coins at the bottom?
As you look at the bottom, no, there are no coins at the bottom. There is like kind of like not really sand, but there's like little bits of what looks to be calcified minerals at the bottom, however. Interestingly enough, these pools appear to be pretty naturally occurring.
Tink's head comes back up. Darn, they are very thorough with cleaning up the coins.
Yes, that is correct. This place is very tightly sealed.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
some holes in it. Not a lot, but there's some.
Remind me, what kind of holes did you witness?
Well, for one, there are mirrors everywhere. But if I had to guess, they can't see everything. They only can go so far, which is where they make up with those security guards, you see. And there's a couple of blind spots. Like in that big room with like where the games are being held. There is a corner that isn't visible by the mirror at all. Right? Pinging it for everybody
true.
here.
That is true.
Not to mention the stairwell just outside of here is also pretty blind.
I'm not
And
seeing
that
your...
hallway.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I see your pings now.
Yeah. So
Stairwell
above
is the restaurant.
right
Yes,
here
yes.
is the blind spot. This little hallway right here before you go to the restaurant is blind. I believe if the security guard here is not present, this area is also blind. And and then of course in here.
Also, Caitlin, there's a noise in the background that is being picked up on your mic.
It is my fish tank. Shall I turn it off for the time being?
If that's okay, the fish gonna be okay?
Yeah, it'll be fine for a little bit. Hang on, I'll be right back.
She instantly turns it off. One of the fish is like, God's abandoned us!
No!
Instantly falls into anarchy. Fish anarchy.
And
Do you
there
feel
seems
like...
to... Go ahead.
Well, you're talking about these blind spots. I do recall some of them. Some are large, some are very small.
Above board.
Do you think some kind of distraction?
You can mark on the map if you want to draw out on the map, like, locations.
Oh, yeah. I'll leave that to tweets.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
right here. Right here.
We're just drawing on a napkin we brought in.
It's wet.
The
but
handy
you make it
camp bar napkin.
Here, if there's no guard. The other thing to note, because I think we saw all of the guards out that we know of, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards out at the moment.
Yes.
Who's telling how many more are in the employee-only areas?
10. There's just a closet of 10, just all squished together.
It would be
Just
a good
waiting.
reminder. We do have a uniform as well.
We do.
We could
Yeah, we
always
do.
utilize a disguise. And it is also worthy of note that there is a cell in the employee area. It could probably cause some shenanigans.
The other thing I also wanted to note, and I'll make it a different color on this napkin, the players, I think, at this table, if my memory jogs my notes, some of the players were looking a little bit stressed about their situation. If anything, we can always say in whispers that maybe someone's cheating. Because that nice lady, when we first walked in, mentioned that security is pretty tight because people kind of lose their temper when things don't go their way, you know?
A little uproar could give us an opportunity to slip in and swipe the trophy, but getting out's the issue.
I mean, worst case scenario, I am pretty fast. Coughs and Monk.
But then,
I'm pretty agile myself. Coughs and cunning action.
Osmond rubs his lower back.
Tink cannot cough.
I believe
looks
you.
at camera.
Cough.
That's the sound of a poker chip just banging around in there.
And I think the other thing I would note is that, at least with a couple of security guards, they kind of look like Tink was one of their own machines. So if anything, we could also use that in our shenanigans.
That'd be true.
I could pretend to temporarily malfunction.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna
That
say,
would cause distraction. The men up there could go ahead and use a healthy bit of persuasion. Gambier says, smiling. I'm fairly involved in the rules of the game. I'm not. Gambier is. So perhaps I could go ahead and quietly inform one of them that they're being had.
Could work.
Just a reminder, it has been a while.
mm-hmm.
Your goal is to steal the trophy for the Three Dragon Anti-Tournament,
Mm-hmm.
as well as...
$5,000.
Yeah, a lot of money as well. So you have
Yep.
two targets in this heist.
A lot of demand.
It would.
So the question
Should
is,
we-
what do you want to tackle first?
Yeah.
We should probably, I think, go for the gold first, since that is in a slightly harder to get to area.
Yeah.
And who
And
knows?
there's,
The
like-
fallout of that may already cause an opening to get the statue anyway.
Agreed.
Now, how could we effectively go through with that? I like the idea with the uniform, but who should don such a piece?
I reckon I matched their height and build well enough, and I may know a few tricks that could make it look a little more convincing, if you know what I mean.
I know
Just
exactly
battle.
what you mean.
It's just once I'm in there, am I going to be by myself? Am I sneaking someone in?
Perhaps you could say that you are an employee who is just taking someone to the cell.
That is
Perhaps
true.
for a
Maybe
rest if somebody is too drunk.
maybe a couple rapscallions got a little too ornery in the bathroom and they need a bit of a timeout.
Indeed.
That sounds swell. And depending on the construction of a cell, it might be easy enough to go ahead and get myself out.
You can also throw Tink back into the bag of holding as well.
I
That's
love
right.
having inanimate object party members. They're so useful.
You are my favorite construct for crime.
Right.
I am primed for crime mid.
Where's that flavor text on a magic card? I am primed for crime.
So perhaps that is what we should do for this one.
I reckon it's
I
worth a shot.
I think that's a bet I could go ahead and place. Yes.
Alright,
So-
I think we have
so your
our game
plan-
plan.
So your plan is for Osmond to disguise themselves as a worker
Mm-hmm.
and to take, it sounds like, Gambier and Runa into the back as disruptors, or maybe they were doing something they shouldn't be doing.
And perhaps just drunken fools who need a timeout.
And Tink is going in the bag.
Get in the bag.
Yes.
Alright. I will say, for the sake of disguising yourself, Osmond, you would know,
Mhm.
also I hope I'm not butchering your name, you would know that you couldn't really do it in here because you have been seen by the attendant working this space.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to figure out a place to do that.
Yeah, we'll need to
Yeah,
find
there-
one of our blind spots.
Well, yeah, there's a couple of blind spots might be helpful for that. I'm
Kinda-
rooting for the stairwell.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
this
that's probably
Stairwell
what
seems to be the
Stairwell-
solid bet.
It also leads to the laundry room too.
Mm-hmm.
and I know that lock intimately.
Dude. All right.
Where the hell did I put my notebook? Oh. God, I'm so dumb. There we go. My desk is full of so much tax shit right now. It's so hard to find anything.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I was so happy to throw my tax crate to one side.
I know. I can't wait to be done with it. Sorry to bring it up. Just play D&D to escape real life problems, but it's just I look over. I'm looking at my D&D. I'm like, yay, fun. I look over my taxes. It's just like, like Silent Hill music. All right.
You need to have a thunderclap noise whenever you say taxes.
Chat needs to boo me every single time I say it.
Boo.
Alright. You guys, you know, before taking on the heist, I mean, come on. Paid for it. You might as well have a nice bath, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It is divine. It is super comfortable. And at first the sulfuric smell is like, ugh. But the more you spend time, like, the minerals, like, for those who have skin, your skin gets, like, just really smooth and, like, has anyone here actually ever been to, like, a hot spring before?
I have.
Sadly, no.
Oh.
I want to.
Put on your bucket list. It's so worth it.
It is. It very much
so
is.
good.
You, like, if you ever have a bath and you're like, cool, I am clean, but it's like a weird, like, how do I describe?
It's like it's like clean plus. Like,
yeah.
it leaves this tingle on you. It's just really refreshing.
And like your skin, oh my god, your skin coming out of like a mineral rich hot spring is like, oh, this is what it's like to be like a king. Like, this is how kings bathe. It's like so bougie. It's so nice. God, I want to go to Japan and go hot springing there. It would be so fun.
She's spot on, actually.
Yeah.
There's a hot spring south of the state that's like that, and oh my god.
Dude, okay, sorry. This is a complete sidetrack. I'm so sorry. In the Kootenai region, or I think it's the Kootenai region. Oh no, is it the Kootenai region? No, it is the Kootenai region. There's a hot spring called Ainsworth Hot Spring, and it is literally like a very rare hot spring in like BC, Canada. And we would go there. It was really far away from where we lived, but we would drive all the way there just to go to the hot spring. And their hot spring was like attached to like a cavern. So you would go in the hot spring and then you could walk into like the mineral caves, like in the water. So
that's gorgeous.
You'd be like in like waist deep water, walk into the cave, and like just be these stalagmites and stalactites. And, like, but the water in there was really hot, because that was the source. So it was, like, super hot, but it was, like, oh my god. I remember, like, swimming around, because I was a kid at the time. But, like, the moment, like, I got out of that, like, hot spring and, like, no soap was involved. I have never felt so clean in my life. It felt so good, and my skin felt amazing. It was so nice. It was, like, acne banished to the nether realm. It's, like, it's that good. Sorry, just, God, I want to go back.
Ours was above ground in a pine forest.
It was like, that tracks. It's like hot springs, like, legitimately have, like, healing properties to them. It's crazy. Like, legitimately, it's like magic.
Dad said he never felt better after his surgery going there, so.
I'm sorry, someone.
Oh God, hi, welcome to the hot spring.
Yeah, welcome to the hot spring podcast.
Springs and things with your host Monty Glue.
Also, shout out to Aaron Fox who showed up and said, hello, Gordon. Hi. Alright.
Hello there, Gordon.
So, as you guys enjoy your hot spring, I believe you guys only had the temporary time. So,
yes.
Eventually, that time begins to pass, and you get the sense that you're nearing your hour at this point, as you, unfortunately, regretfully have to leave the very comfortable bath. But you have a bit of a plan ahead of you. So, as you guys get out of the bath and collect your things, Runa, you suddenly get a really bad headache out of nowhere. Cosmically.
Cosmically.
And you take 5 points of psychic damage.
Yep. Oh shit! Where did this headache come from? I feel like it's divine punishment or something.
Well, you didn't have to start acting drunk yet, but I appreciate the enthusiasm.
As if accosted by spirits in a different dimension. Yeah, you get a weird feeling.
We will not speak of it.
We will never
It seems
speak
the healing.
of this.
It seems the healing baths were not so healing. I demand a refund.
Alright.
Alright.
I guess we get our shit and
One
get
more.
out.
Happy little way out.
I'm so zoomed out.
Oh,
feel
my
it.
man,
It's-
Gentle is zooming.
It's a big map.
Oh, we Newman.
The attendant kind of nods and goes, I hope you enjoyed your stay.
It was
It
very
was-
pleasant.
It was divine. Thank you very much.
Oh no, it wasn't divine, it was devilish.
Good eve to you. Good eve.
As you leave, stop you're opening, closing the door.
I'm trying to catch my. No, I'm trapped.
Oh no, you're
I was
token.
forever trapped in the door. There we go. No, I got it.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm just bypassing that.
As you leave, what is everyone's passive perceptions? Also, I should probably grab my dice. That would be a wise.
Mine is 13.
Mine's
My
14.
passive perception is 14.
13.
13, 14.
It's the hair over the eye.
Minus 1
We
for
have
1.
14, 2 13s, and...
Another 14.
Oh, another 14. So 2 14s, 2 13s. Okay. Okay. Who has the 14s?
Me.
I do.
Runa and Gambier, as you leave, and she's like smiling and waving. The moment you're like out of eyesight, she just immediately deflates and just like pulls out Sudoku and goes back to work, like completely cutting the act entirely, just like a Chuck E. Cheese worker who's like, haha, and the moment the doors close, they're like, serious. Same energy.
Thank goodness they're gone.
I feel
Here's
like
my
maybe-
work ethic for real, for real.
I feel like with that kind of attitude, we might get lucky and the employees just turn the other way.
Oh no, we're getting robbed anyways. Alright, we should
dead
slink
the
on
obvious.
into this corner, I think.
Alright, as you slink
I
on into
slink.
your corner.
To slink. To slunk.
Slunk.
Oh, slunk. That's a good one.
Alrighty. I reckon once we make sure the coast is clear,
Go ahead and roll me, for those
do
who
we
aren't...
roll to coast clear.
Yeah, who wants to roll a perception check to check the coast and make sure that it is clear?
Let's see, what's my perception? I have
I
plus
will-
3.
I'll take a
But
roll.
+4.
+4 for me.
I can take a quick.
You want to do it? You do it. You roll
Sure.
it. You do the first roll.
Sure. No pressure.
No pressure. We're all
Yeah, just
counting
do
on you. Yeah, just do it. Make it
Joe.
happen.
Nice!
Wow, nice.
Killer.
Tweedums just rolled, if you're listening, because some people just listen, Tweedums rolled a 6 and then a 9. Nice.
Nice.
Killer.
Nice, but also, uh-oh.
All killer, no filler.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
That headache is really doing a lot right now.
Yeah, really.
Might I attempt for a coast clearing?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Gambier is a paranoid sort, so let's see. Do I do that? That's an 18.
18, pretty good. As you look out, it doesn't appear that anyone, like, from the casino proper is coming up. However, you are also like, oh wait, I should listen to hear if someone's coming up in the restaurant. And as you kind of listen down the stairs, you don't hear anyone approaching. It seems that the coast is clear.
All right. Good. And he tips his hat to Osmond.
Alrighty. I'll throw on that little costume
All right.
uniform thing.
I imagine a human curtain is made for you to change.
Yeah.
like The
Yeah.
Sims.
Who's taking Osmond's
No peeking.
original clothes?
They can probably go in the bag with me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. You
And
watch.
Oh,
You watch as Osmond cuts a pretty good look in the uniform. It definitely is not made to suit a human. That is for sure. It is definitely made with tieflings in mind. There's even a convenient tail flap at the back end.
you can't use that, but give me just a moment. Gonna snap my little fingers, and on top of that, I'm gonna cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
Form of tiefling.
Can you describe what your tiefling form looks like?
He's gonna try to think back to all of the employees that he's encountered so far. Try not to look like any specific one of them. I'm not really sure.
Just
Definitely some big
kind of
old
missing that.
horns,
Okay. Love that.
nice tail.
Nice.
Are they like any specific color of tiefling here, or are they like all sorts?
All sorts. Red is definitely
How-
the most common, but
We'll go red.
all right. Hooves or no hooves? Very important question.
Let's go hoovies. Why not? That's
Alright.
fun.
Hoofies.
You all watch as a flash of divine magic transforms Osmond from their normal human form to a rather impressive tiefling form with large horns, a tail, and hooves entirely. A very far departure from their regular look. It's very convincing.
Wow, that's beyond a stage trick. Wow.
And with you going into your disguise, I feel like I should change up the music here.
Objective start.
There we go. Let me know if it's too loud.
Oh, sounds good.
Sounds good right now?
Sounds good to me.
Alright. I'm gonna put a token on you just to mark that you are disguised. Ninja. Alright.
Tink will get in the bag.
Okay, will go into the bag.
I imagine at this point you just backflip into the bag.
You remember that one scene from Atlantis where Mole's just like digging into that one vase?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
It's like that.
Oh, that's one of my favorite movies.
So underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I made a bridge. It took me like what? 5
Fan the
seconds.
seconds.
11 tops.
Let's see. I should probably dishevel myself. Let's see. He'll pull out his tie a little bit and ruffle up his suit. A couple thwaps of the cane against the legs. There we are. Let's see. Does that look appropriately disheveled, or should we go hat or no hat?
I'll tilt his hat a little bit on his head.
Dang.
Perfect.
You look like a right piece of shit, you do.
As do you, sir. As do you.
And I wear it well, don't I?
Absolutely.
I guess Runa will just mess up her hair a little bit and like think really sad thoughts like the headache
Aw.
she just had, or losing her her hard-earned stuff, like money, for buying supplies I don't even need, and she just tears up a little bit and be like, I might be able to get away with it. I'm emotional drunk. I don't know. I don't really drink.
Gam will go ahead and hold his breath for like 10 or 15 seconds, which will flush his cheeks a little bit.
Okay.
There we are. I look appropriately drunk, I do.
Maybe we should have had actual drinks, man.
We should have gotten actually drunk for this. That would have been a formula for success.
Also-
acting the part and being the part. Two different things right in there.
I have so much to learn.
Tink, you're floating in the void.
All around me are familiar faces.
I love the idea of just Tink like T-posing and just floating like a Gmod, like just in like zero gravity.
I just imagine that like It's a Mystery song is playing faintly in the background.
Oh my god.
Tink is just an item in the inventory right now. Like, you know, when you reach into a bag in a game and you see the 3D model of the item rotating slowly. Tink.
I don't like just swirl or move your mouse from side to side and you can just let it spin. That's the good stuff.
Alright, you couple rabble rousers, ready when you are.
Alright. Let's play the part.
He'll let them walk ahead of him and like give him some light pushes on between the shoulders. Don't want to like hurt him, but you know, gotta authority.
Exactly. I'll be leaning against the wall for a little bit.
We'll make our way up to that door.
Oh yes,
north of the
Runa.
bar.
You had detect magic up, I believe. That is gone now.
Yeah, it's been gone.
Alright.
And if this robe has a hood on it, I'm gonna pull it up extra tight just in case.
The uniform?
Yeah. I guess I could give it a hood.
Yours does not have a hood. That seems to be only for the ferry drivers. The ones in charge of the boats trying to replicate, specifically devils that ride boats down the river Styx.
Gotcha. Well, we'll just hope I'm handsome enough for him to not stop me.
Oh, that is an interesting reflection. Is that me? I look great.
They were roommates! But they weren't roommates!
You're thinking back to the
I
restaurant?
forgot about that.
She's tearing up at the thought of like someone getting murdered because they're not the right roommates. They're not the right roommates.
Between Heist 2 and 3, Runa then wrote a 250-page murder novella.
Right.
Yeah.
Bravely step foot in front of that mirror and then approach the door.
Okay.
Give it a little turn, I reckon. Doorknob.
As you grab the
That's-
doorknob,
Drankingly wave.
it is locked. And you notice next to the door, a piece of like metal kind of attached to the wall that looks like it requires something. There's like a slot in it.
I'm gonna sort of role play like patting around my outfit like I'm looking for something. You know, maybe a misplaced key, perhaps. Like, son of a bitch, hold on, y'all stay put, 1 second. He's gonna approach the bar here.
Runa is gonna slump or like maybe nudge for you to maybe lean against the thing.
The mirror.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
The mirrors are up above on the ceiling. They're not on the ground level.
Well, yeah, I guess like
I will
on the
try to
wall.
take as much of its field of view with my form as possible.
You got it. Osmond, as you approach, the bartender cleaning the glass turns and goes, "What do you need?"
I need a little help. I lost the damn key to the employee lounge. Got some drunk idiots over here causing a problem. I need to put them in the cell for a bit. Think you'd help me out?
She leans kind of past you and then looks back towards Runa and Gambier. Go ahead, all three of you roll me deception checks. Group deception.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, 16.
not bad.
20.
12.
I just imagine Runa just hugs Game Beer and just like, I can't believe they were not roommates.
The bartender
there-
then
There,
leans.
there. Tall goblin.
The bartender then leans back towards you, Osmond. She like, and then comes back and she goes, "What did they do?"
Guess they can't handle their drink. The girl, I don't know what she's doing, but she won't stop screaming about some roommates. I don't understand any of it. And the one in the hat said some things probably shouldn't be said in a public space, you know.
Why don't you just shove them towards the slot machines? That usually distracts any drunk fool enough to make them waste their money.
If you're sure. Alright. Well, thank you anyway.
She nods. Oh, by the way,
Hmm?
you're probably new. I haven't seen you around before. Losing your pass card can get you a strike on your record.
Yeah, and I'm not feeling too great about that. First, I get something spilt on my robe. I have to go in the laundry room, clean that out, and then immediately after these guys, and I lose the key. It's a day. It's been a day, ma'am.
If you want, I can hand these two off to Bruno, and he can just lead them towards the slot machines.
I really appreciate it, but I've already messed up once. I should probably at least try to do my job, you know?
Roll a persuasion or deception of your choice. 13. Suit yourself.
13.
She goes back to cleaning her glass.
Yeah. Alright. Going somewhere else. Come on.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in the bag, Tink is floating.
14.
Please take me a
Have you-
while.
Have you ever seen that video of that seal spinning and it's like do 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 do.
I haven't, but I can imagine it.
Yeah. All right, where are you guys moving to?
Alright, I'm gonna direct them to go, like, follow the river close by. I want to whisper to them as we're walking.
Okay.
Alright, come here, you two.
Okay.
Alright, I'll get behind them to ease of whispering. Alright, so we need a key. And I sure as hell don't have one, and I don't think it's a normal lock-picking key. Presumably one of the guards has it. You two are swift with your fingers, right?
Yes.
Feel like testing your luck against that sod down there, talking to that lady?
Oh, perfectly distracted, yes.
Mhm. Not entirely sure what it looks like, but I trust your judgment.
I'm looking for something probably thin, rectangular, if I can imagine. As we're approaching, I'm literally casing the guy. I'm just looking at his belt, his uniform, if there's anything hanging off of it.
You're looking at Bruno, who you
Yeah.
remember. Go ahead for
Yeah.
me and roll a perception check.
Gotcha. 22.
22. Okay, you get two things from this. One, you don't approach, you two. Step back a little bit.
Okay.
Not that far. You're okay.
Okay. That
Stay there. Don't move. As you
Alright.
listen in Gambier, you see and you hear something. We'll start with what you hear first. As you approach, you hear a female employee is talking with Bruno, actually. It seems that her table's dead. It's like, you ever see, like, people who work, like, an office job where they just have nothing going on? They're like, oh, we'll just hang out and chat. It seems like that energy. Yeah. You overhear the female tiefling say to Bruno, she's like, well, I mean, you should just ask him out. I mean, if that's what you want to do. And you see Bruno kind of scratch the back of his neck and goes, just like, but they're here to enjoy themselves. I don't want to, it's awkward, you know? It's like, yeah, but, you know, shoot your shot. And it's just like, it's initial infatuation. I just like a man with scars, you know? And she goes, I know, but just, you know, you gotta put yourself out there, Bruno. I mean, come on. I don't want to bring up the past, but that bad breakup, I think, has really slowed you down, and I think you deserve some happiness, okay? He goes, yeah, it would be good if things got better in my life. Thank you. Yeah, of course. However, they continue their conversation as you approach, and Gambier, with your perception check, you also notice on Bruno's hip, kind of latched on a ring, is a flat piece of metal, which matches with that flat piece of metal that was next to the door.
No.
Dang it, why do I gotta be in the bag?
Give me the
Oh
floppy
god.
disk.
No, just plop the bag and you just pop out going, hello, just terrifying. Just...
Romance, you say?
Oh, a tryst, one says!
You know what? Because you overheard it, Gambier, I want you to roll me just an insight check as well.
Gotcha. Insight.
Also, legit, thank you for the party of 9. 8! Oh! Okay.
I wanted to know more about this wiki article, but you know.
I wish Runa heard it.
Yeah.
Man. So much hate.
Apparently, Bruno's got his eyes on a man with a scar. That's all you know. But, as you approach, the three of you, what do you do? Also, Gaia Green, thanks so much for the tier 1 for 5 months. Thank you. Grah!
I will drunkenly stumble behind our employee, and as we approach Bruno, I'll approach from behind drunkenly. And then just shoot my shot.
Okay. Sleight of hand to pick the pocket.
Oh, I want to re-roll that so hard.
You can if you have an ability to do so.
Do
What
I?
does
It's been a
inspiration
while.
do?
Inspiration is a reroll. You can use it for any roll.
I don't think I have an inspiration. I don't think I do.
Didn't we get one?
You get
My
one
little
every
thing is
time you
picked.
level up.
Yeah, so we should.
I'm just presenting options, so that you know. I'll back.
Okay. No, I don't have anything for this.
Alright.
If he punches me, I have cutting action, so.
Yeah, cool. Gambier, as you stumble forward, you grab the key and you try and pull it from Bruno's waist, and it yanks his belt, and he immediately spins around and kind of cases you. He sees you, and he immediately goes into, like, serious, like, security officer face, but then kind of looks at you, looks at Runa, and then seems kind of quizzical about this tiefling, and you see his eyes kind of wander looking for the rest of your companions. And I'll say give you one more insight check on him.
One more.
Oh.
Oh, that's another 8. Come on, Darla. Come
Alright.
on.
Bruno keeps his secrets.
Bruno keeps his secrets under lock and key.
As he looks at you, you've been caught. What do you do?
I'm terribly sorry. Very drunk. Shiny. Very shiny.
Roll a deception check.
Alright.
Can I say a thing?
For God's sake. Okay, that's a 7.
Go for it. What do you say, Osmond?
Well, presumably I've noticed he's bungled it.
Yeah, absolutely have.
Like, what
Yep.
the hell are you doing? He's gonna grab Gambier by the shoulders, and he'll look up at Bruno's like, sorry, they're smashed off their ass. I was taking them to... Well, I wanted to get them into the holding cells for a bit. I lost my key.
Gave you a roll of deception check with advantage because of Osmond's save.
Alright, so the first one is a...
What the fuck?
That one's a come on, that's a cocked die.
Wow.
Look at this. Look at this 3D model.
Wow.
Who blessed us with high rolls earlier?
Look at this. Look at this. What am I supposed to read out of this?
Osmond. Also,
Yes, ma'am.
You have a choice. You can either do a deception check, or I can have his intelligence go against your disguise DC, your choice.
That's a good question. What is my disguise DC? Is it just my spell save? Or...
It would be your spell save DC, yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Because you either get his intelligence versus your spell save DC, or your deception versus his insight.
Wait, my deception versus his insight? Is that what you meant to say?
He rolls
Okay.
against you. He just rolled against Gambier as well.
Oh, I don't know. Let's try the deception roll.
Alright.
Is this dice evil? Yes.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Okay. Bruno is
He's gonna
really,
fight her way.
is really fucking good at his job. He looks at the two of you, and he narrows his eyes at you, Gambier. He goes, "How did you get drunk when you have not been near the bar for hours?" And he looks towards you, Osmond, and goes, "And what's your name? I haven't seen you before."
To answer your question, and I will hold up just it's one of the flasks of oil on me, but I will just hold it. Private reserve.
Roll a deception check.
All right.
Someone in chat just said, "Oh shit, a smart guard."
The god of guard is just like, Bruno, my champion. 21.
Okay. He kind of looks at that and kind of narrows his eyes and kind of goes, "How many of those have you drunk?"
Many.
"How did you find him?" Bruno says to you. "And what's your name? I asked you a question."
Devin, sir. Sorry, I'm very new. I just started yesterday.
Deception check.
Okay.
Hey, there we
20,
go, there we
baby.
go.
There we go.
You watch as Bruno sighs heavily. And he kind of rolls his eyes and goes, "I wish Toggle Pocket would just let me know when he hires new people. God damn it."
But, yeah, I caught these two stumbling out of the bath. He was wibbling all over the place. She's bawling her eyes out. I still don't know why.
They were with two others. What happened with them?
Two others? I
Yeah.
don't think I've seen them.
There was a metal armor guy and, another person.
Metal armor
Insight
guy?
check from all three of you.
Yes! I want secrets!
14.
No secrets!
Sex!
Me!
Okay, a 14.
14. Osmond, as he says the other person, his lips kind of purse and he looks away a little bit in deep thought, and you're like, "No." You're like,
Oh god.
wait a minute.
I just got it. Oh god.
Okay.
Rick, we should have disguised you! Dang it!
You're a little.
Son of a bitch.
You realize back when you first met Bruno, he seemed very sheepish and shy. You thought because it was Bruna. No, it wasn't.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
And
lord.
my good looks.
Damn, your wallet arms 3 looking ass.
Other guy is not the most descriptive term, sir, but I feel like you're the only heavily armored person I've seen today. So, excuse the joke, but...
He thinks for a second. He rolls a natural 1.
Mood. Me when I think.
Me when thinking.
Let us in. Let us in.
Alright. We'll take them to some cells, let them sober up a bit. We'll get you a new passcode, but we will put it on your record that you forgot. New or not, we're not gonna have people get in the way of security here. Do you understand?
I understand, sir. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Toggle Pocket will wring your neck if you let this happen again. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Follow me. June, and he nods towards the tiefling, and she kind of cocks her head, and she goes, yeah, of course, we'll talk later about it. And he goes, no, we won't. The conversation's over now. She's like, oh, boo. And she moves back to her table. Follow me.
I assume he means just those two?
You as well, because you have to get a new key, because you lost
Yeah.
yours.
Gotcha.
Very well.
Oh, happiness!
Is the room purple?
You watch as he
Not that.
pulls out his passcode and he sticks it into the door, and the door opens. Immediately, not very nicely, Bruno grabs the back of your shirts, Gambier and Runa. Like, if you've ever, not that I ever have, but if you've ever seen, like, security guards are not gentle.
No.
You're not.
They're
No.
not. If you piss
I am
them
not
off,
a security guard, correct?
yeah.
We were not the gentle people.
So he grabs you pretty authoritatively and, like, shoves you forward, like, holding on to you as you enter this space. He kind of looks behind himself and goes, get a move on, Devin.
Coming.
And as you make your way, you do notice there's a door in the hallway. And you also notice at the end of the hallway, there's another mirror. Hello?
Yep, we hear you.
I-
here.
Sure is a mirror.
No one is moving,
Yeah.
so that's why, or at least.
Oh well,
not-
you're moving us.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
am
we are
moving you.
grappling.
But
We are scrapping squeaky toys.
Bruno turns around and goes, Devin, I'm not gonna ask again!
I knock on the office door, anxiously. Knock, knock.
What are you doing?
I'm being nervous, sir. Sorry, I'm going.
That's the clerk's office. It's not for you.
You're so right.
Roll a deception check.
12.
Such a reaction. You are so right.
Did anyone train you? When did you
Um,
start working here?
I was brought on pretty suddenly yesterday, sir. And to answer your question, no. I was just sort of shown around and told what to do.
Roll a deception check.
It seemed urgent.
Roll a deception check.
18.
Stay behind me. I am not gonna grab you too. Move.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He shoves you, Gamir, and you, Runa, around the corner, which I will reveal.
This time in the bag is very relaxing. I'm sure it's not stressful out there at all.
I know my friends are doing a great job.
You see a hallway of doors. There's a door to the right. There's two doors facing each other adjacently on the left and right. And you see a door at the end.
Do these doors also have the little key card things?
Good question, Mega Man.
I am known to be an inquisitive sort, yes.
Sec, I'm just reading here real fast.
Oh yeah, no, take your time. Drag a drink out of my mini fridge. I found this cool trick. I can stick up my back leg really far and pop it open and grab a can out of it.
The door
yeah.
you just passed right there does have, it looks like a sophisticated lock on the door. Nothing too fancy.
Okay.
However, these doors leading up ahead, these two doors have the the key card thing on them. This door at the end doesn't appear to have that.
Okay, so we got a standard on top, two key cards on either side, and the one that we just passed is a very ornate son of a thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique lock for sure.
Gotcha.
As Bruno very, not harshly, he's not being mean, he's just being very firm. He points a finger at the both of you, Runa and Gambier, and says, "Don't move," and steps over here and goes up to this door here. Does anyone do anything? You just let him do what he does?
I think Runa is just internally terrified right now because of so many close calls. She's just gonna stay in her part.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a good little boy and do as he says.
He opens
I think
the door.
he'd survive a sneak attack, so no.
My boyfriend just broke up with me, but don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. Gets murdered.
It's not as fun sneak attacking when I know their whole backstory. Aw, man.
As he opens the door, five desks face the western wall, which is covered with mirrors. Each mirror on the wall appears to correspond to one of the security mirrors that you have seen within the casino. And whatever is happening within line of sight of the mirrors, you see three more burly tiefling security guards who are sitting and monitoring these mirrors. As the door opens, one of them turns around and goes, "Hey, Bruno!" And Bruno kind of goes, "We got some drunkards who need some time in the tank to sober up, and a new employee lost his goddamn card." You watch as one of the guards stands up and comes over and, a little bit more ceremoniously kind of grabs you, Runa, and the other one comes around and grabs you. And they begin to take your stuff, basically.
Be careful with that. That's Ebony.
I suppose it should be noted who has the bag.
Yeah, who has the bag right now? Probably not Osmond, because that's not what they have for their uniform.
Yeah. I would assume Gambier.
Yeah, let's say I have it.
Okay. They don't take, every single thing off your personage. However, they do take bags. Gambier, they do take your hat. As
Shadows stay on top.
well as anything in the pockets. My question for you, Gambier, is I assume you have thieves' tools.
I do.
Are those concealed in some way?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Where are they
On the-
concealed?
On the inside of my suit, in a the inside pocket of a suit.
Yeah.
There's a sub pocket in there with a lining. You'd have to know to reach it.
Okay. I will say this. Roll me a stealth check with advantage for this, for concealing it, and he's gonna roll a investigation check against that to see if he can find it.
Okay.
Basically. They're like doing like the typical like, okay, make sure you don't have any weapons on you, anything like that.
One of them is a 15,
Okay.
and the other one is an 18.
Pretty good, because you rolled a 16, which he would have passed, but he pats you down, and he takes, unfortunately, your weapons. So Runa and Gambier, your weapons are taken from you, so you need to mark that down. They've also
Yes.
taken any bags you would have on your person, as well as the bag of holding has been taken as well.
I'm so relaxed.
Surprise robot!
And they, they just basically kind of just take, they're not trying to rob you, they're just trying to take stuff from you so you can't get out of the cell. And then once they kind of do that, at this point, Runa, I imagine you're crying, and the security guards are just like looking at each other like, geez, what the hell happened? Like, God.
Yeah, she's just crying like, why did they have to be in love? But together.
They're also like, Gambier, you also realize that they're more scared of Runa than you. Like, they seem to be like really like, oh shit, with Runa more than you. However, once they finally get your stuff, the two security guards kind of grab you, and just shove you towards this southern door here.
Runa will look to her guard with a very teary eye and just be like, tell me they'll be okay. Will they have their happy ever after?
The guard, who looks like he's been punched in the face several times in his youth, like his nose is kind of crooked. Think like, speaking of like Disney films that are good, like what's his name? Long John Silver, the fucking cyborg.
Yeah, from Treasure Planet.
Yeah, think that, but like buff instead of like thick boy. You know what I mean?
And tiefling.
Yeah, and
tiefling.
a tiefling.
Long John Lifton. All right, gotcha.
They open up the door, revealing your accommodations, which are 6 cells with some straw in them.
Beautiful.
And as they push you in, they unlock them. These have like locks on them. And Runa, you are gently pushed inside, and the door is locked behind you. And they go over to this chest over here and place your belongings.
She'll just look at them with the pleading eyes like, will I be happy?
Yeah. You'll be real happy. Gambier, you are placed in the adjacent cell, and they lock the door behind you, and they take your stuff and they place it into this chest here.
Would you be gentle with the cane? An heirloom, one says.
It's fine, don't worry about it. As they
No trouble.
As
No
they
trouble.
close those chests, there's like period locks on the chests. You two sober up now, and they both leave, closing the door behind you. One of them gets back into a seat, and the other one kind of walks over. At this point, Osmond, you're like, oh shit, there's 2 security guards looking at you right now. I'm just gonna mark Bruno with orange, just so I know which one's Bruno. Bruno looks kind of at you and goes, alright, where do you think you lost your key card?
Let's see. So, when I started my shift today, about 10 minutes in, someone spilt alcohol over me, so I ran to the laundry room to clean that up really quick. So that took maybe 20, 30 minutes. I tried to be quick, but those stains are rough, you know. And as soon as I came out, not a couple minutes later, I saw those two idiots. So it's been a heck of a start to the day.
What were they doing when you caught them?
Well, the one in the hat, he seemed very happy. He was saying some things I probably shouldn't say in polite company. And as you saw, the young lady was just kind of crying very loudly. I'm not entirely sure about what.
Roll a deception check with advantage, because that's a pretty believable story.
Okay. 10. Well, there's 2 right there. 19, I guess.
Bruno sighs and scratches the back of his neck, and the other security guard kind of laughs and goes, "Ha! Already grabbing people on their first day and throw them into cells. Should have been a security guard, not a server." We'll get
I'll take what I can get.
We'll get you a replacement passcode and gives you some time to go and find the other one. What was your name again?
Thank you, sir. Devin Fellwood, sir. Thank you.
They pull out, to your horror, a book. And he begins to flip through it. And then he cocks his head and then flips through it again. And he looks towards Bruno and then looks back towards you and then flips through it a third time and he goes, "We don't have a Devin in the employee logs."
Well, I did just get pulled on yesterday. They said it seemed kind of urgent. Something about a tournament, needed extra bodies to keep a lookout. I don't know.
Roll a deception check. Sorry, there's a lot of deception checks happening right now.
No, yeah, I know. 22.
We're good. Oh, it's fine.
I don't know, Bruno. What do we do? He's not on file. Bruno just kind of rubs his eyes.
I'm doing my best to look just as confused as they are.
You're doing a great job of doing that. I should probably take you to see Quentin. Just make sure that we haven't missed anything. Come on.
Yes, sir.
As he leads you out. Have fun with the rest of your shit, Bruno! It's like, shut up. They begin to lead you down to the special door, which Bruno very gently knocks on. And you hear a voice say, "Come in!" As the door opens. That is where we're going to take our break.
Huzzah!
Oh my god!
I need to go to the restroom. I'll be back.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The dice wanted to tell a story, and I didn't want it to open its mouth.
Again, failing didn't immediately blow your cover, because I feel like in like a game like this, that's kind of like having it be all or nothing is kind of shitty. But like the characters will ask questions, so then you have to like kind of be like, this, add to the lie.
I'm so lucky because you're just like, how did you get drunk? And I had to look through my stuff, going, what do I have that's convincing? I'm like, flask of oil, yay!
Mud Dog, thanks for the tier 1 sub for 65 months.
God, I'm so scared. I'm so stressed. Who's the one that wished us for high rolls this time? Who is it?
Oh boy. Osmond Fairwind's in a pickle, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned next time.
If our group had a nickel for every time we had someone like either crush on us or maybe be like, "Hey, you should totally go on a date with my son," we'd have 2 nickels right now.
So 2 different scenarios. A dwarf trying to set you up with his son because he's like, "Oh, you like rocks? That's so rare in women these days. You should meet my son."
But am I wrong?
Also, I
though?
hope did Gentle leave?
Right here. Hi.
Also, Gentle, I hope you're okay with that. With the whole
Oh, it's hilarious. Don't. It doesn't bother me at all. Scare. I am scared.
I am too. not okay. I'm so stressed.
Oh God. I'm really. Thank you, lying dice. You're being very nice right now. Please keep doing it. I love you.
I love you guys. I love you.
Mama, mama.
Who's my
Oh.
little meow meow, my little dice?
What's up, chat?
Hi, chat. I'm scared.
Hi, chat. I'm French.
God. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna. I had to
Every
drink
time-
a lot of water. I'll be right back.
every time I do a roll when it's like all it counts. I like in the back of my head, it's an old game show. It's just no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Come on.
Dude, I'm terrified every time I click that deception button.
God, yeah.
I don't know what the problem is. I'm having a relaxing old
We
time.
might have should have given Tink a signal. Like,
Probably, or at least like a time limit.
oh boy. I think I'm about to get a job, y'all. Might have a second source of income here soon if we don't mosey on.
It's like a Darkest Dungeon debuff employed.
This is fun. This is a lot of fun.
Good stuff. Ooh. There's only one tragedy throughout this whole thing, in that there is a fly that is flying around this blasted house. And I'm trying to kill it.
Oh, I've been
And I keep
there.
missing.
Also, excuse me as I eat literally a whole ass carrot on stream.
Oh,
More
snap
fun.
carrot. Ah, crunchy ASMR.
Let's
go.
Sorry.
Nope, that is not a complaint. That sweet, sweet crunch.
Also, oh my god, Infinite Kitty. Hello. Holy shit.
What's up?
Infinite Kitty, I got really into cross-stitch, and I was like, man, I really want to get some cross-stitching stuff, but I'm like, oh man. I like, there's so many different things I need, and I gotta focus on taxes. So I put a bunch of shit on my throne. Infinite Kitty recommended a embroidery thing, which is not what I'm doing, but was very, very sweet. But I was like, hey, you know, I'm not doing embroidery, I'm doing cross-stitching, but thank you for the suggestion. And then Infinite Kitty proceeded to buy me, literally outfitted me with everything I need to do cross-stitching efficiently. And so, like, literally I wouldn't be doing all my cross-stitching if it weren't for Infinite Kitty. Which I finished 2 small ones, and then I'm working on a bigger one right now, but I've been doing that in between everything else.
Cross-stitching has been one that I have not played with just yet. I've done crochet. I'm actually doing crochet. I've sewn. I've done those, like, rug things.
Yeah.
But cross-stitch is one that I have not played with yet.
Cross-stitching is pixel art for old people, literally.
Yeah.
I love that phrase.
I was like, oh, Monty put cross-stitching on her throne. Bet. Yeah, I did have to go out the thread. Oh my god, that giant set of thread. I had to spend, like, before going to bed one night, I'm like, I'm gonna organize this. And it was, like, again, so boring, but so relaxing just to organize thread by, like, DMC codes. And then I went out and I had to pick up a couple pieces of thread after going to the bank and getting some tax stuff, so... and if I finish this tax stuff, I'll be free. I can do as much cross-stitching as I want.
Hooray! I've been making a cloak because soon the Renaissance fairs will be popping their head up again.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice,
Hell
nice.
yeah.
I need cloak for me.
I'm so surprised it got delivered that quick. I got surprised too. My dad literally messaged me like, I think 2 days later, was like, hey, you got mail. And I'm like, what? Take another drink.
Sorry.
I'm like, I'm not complaining. It's amazing, and I'm really glad I can do it. But like, part of me wonders if I would have had my taxes done if I didn't get it so early, because I need to finish those.
Yeah, I nipped that in the bud ASAP.
Yeah, I tried to do it at least like a month before they're due.
Well, Canada's later. It's not the
Was
same
it
as
later?
America, so I'm actually super
yeah.
early right now.
Oh, that's good.
But I want to get
I
it
was-
done so it's out of the way, and that way
Yeah, same.
my accountant, like my tax guy, can be like, "Hey, questions," and I can be like, "Ah, answer," and there's like no stress.
Yeah.
So I'm being proactive about it, but I kind of just want to be, because then it's like out of my hair and it's like done. And I don't have to think about it anymore.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I
So
was
it's like-
actually lucky enough to meet one of my friends that I drink with. She's around my dad's age. And she was just like, if I do this, because I didn't know she worked at the tax office. And she was like, if I do this because you're self-employed, it's going to be like high 3s or like low 4s. And I went, oh, no fool. And she's just like, this is my office, so no one's going to yell at me for this. But she made her voice low. She's like, let me send you somewhere where it's going to be really cheap for you to do this.
That's
and I was
good.
like, oh, cool. I owe you a beer. And she's like, ooh, I like that.
my tax guy is not he's expensive. It's expensive, but the thing is, I mail mine out to him. He's in a different town in BC. And the reason I mail it out to him is because he specifically knows how to file for people who do like online entertainment, basically. Like, he knows that shit and how to file that shit. Because our government is super behind on the times constantly. So filing as like an online person is like, you know, challenging for anyone who's ever done it. But the fact that my accountant kind of knows what my job is and knows how to basically tell the government, like, hey, she needs to write off the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for work. Like, he can do it, basically. And, like,
Yeah.
he can figure out and decipher all of my income, because it's, like, very unique in that regard. And I also have to file as a business as well, because I earn... In Canada, if you earn over a certain amount in as an independent, you then have to file as a business in Canada, which means you need a business number and you need to pay government sales tax and a bunch of other shit, and it's like, nightmare. So having my accountant do that, I'm like, I know you are an expensive man, but you are worth the price, because holy shit, I would not even know where to start.
All that gobbledygook. Yeah, I got a tax guy for the first time, because I usually did mine through TurboTax. Not doing that this year. And actually, he saved me a lot of money, so you know what? He might have been... He was also kind of expensive, but, like, at the end of the day, I paid so much less than I have in years before. So I'll take it.
I used to do it with my mom. And so I just had to find a way to do it this year.
Well, it's good you have a good support group. It sounds like you have someone who is willing to, like, kind of push you in the right direction, which is very sweet.
I didn't know she worked there. Like, she looked at me and she was like, holy shit. And I'm like, oh, hi.
It was that Spider-Man pointing meme, like, hey.
Yeah. She was like, you're the guy who suggested the red to me. I'm like, yeah, that's me. The red's good.
Oh my god, somebody treats streaming as like an actual profession. Dude, my bank guy also, he watches streams. He watches Twitch streams. And so when I told him he was a streamer, he's like, I immediately understand what your job is. And I'm like, wow, this is refreshingly and really, really convenient. Holy shit.
Mine did, and she was just like, I don't know what she's like, streamer. She looked at me, she was like, what else? I was like, writer. She's like, oh, you did say you're a writer. I'm like, yeah. She's like, me and my friend just thought you were drunk.
Amazing. Dude, I got that too, Rabbit, when I was working at one of the pet stores. Half the people working there thought I was drunk, coming into work drunk, because I was just so happy all the time. And I'm like, no, I'm just happy. And they're like, oh, we thought you were like on like drinking, and I was like, what? I don't even like alcohol.
It's okay. I'll like it enough for you.
Is he subbed to your channel? No, he's not. I don't know. I didn't want to ask what he watched. It felt kind of inappropriate.
I get that.
But I think, if I had to guess, I think it was like something with sports or something. Like some sort of like niche thing based on his personality. But, you know, if he ever asks again to be like, oh, what is your stream? I have business cards now. He'd be like, oh, I'm a fucking VTuber and also like a streamer and D&D and all this stuff. When I say D&D, they're like, oh, I understand. And I'm like, cool, awesome. Happiness doesn't exist, it must be alcoholism. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Monty, thank you for the sub tier 1 sub for 14 months. Monty's bank guy. His name is Daryl. He's a delight. I really like Daryl. In fact, the bank called me once and they were like, hey, are you like, you haven't gotten a Visa card with us, like a credit card. They're like, is there something with our service that you're not happy with? And I'm like, no, I love you guys. And I'm like, never fire Daryl. If you fire Daryl, I will change banks, like, period. And they were like, oh no, it's fine, we're good. And I'm like, cool. And then, oh my god. Yeah, and then my accountant is, again, I have to mail my taxes to him, but he's really good too. And then my banker kind of knows what I do. And then my doctor also knows what I do too, because he listens to podcasts, and he's just like, what's your podcast? I'm like, it's this. He's like, I might listen to it. I'm like, you'll hate it. Please don't. Please don't listen to my podcast, Dr. Tower.
You'll up my copay if you listen to it. Don't do that.
He was asking me this as he was cutting. This is gross, by the way. I'm sorry. He was literally asking me about my podcast as he was cutting off a fucking lump off of my head. Like, literally, I'm not even joking.
Yeah, no, you're not scaring me with that. I get that. God, that was funny though. Like, just because I'll never forget how bewildered we were. And then, like, I explained to her what I did, and she was like, "Do you have all your stuff here?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Honey," and I went, "That's the it's gonna be expensive, honey. I know what that is."
I have yet to do my taxes, so sweats.
I got mine licked. I got mine licked out while talking about, I think, I can't never pronounce the name of that anime. Jujutsu Kaisen?
Ah, yes.
The anime?
Yeah, I was talking about Jujutsu Kaisen with my buddy Nero.
Oh, is that
And,
Nero
like,
Napier?
Yeah, Nero Napier.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like he showed me art of this dude who becomes immortal when he rolls a jackpot, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. And he's like, what? I'm like, he looks like a gym trainer from Pokemon.
There are a few designs in that anime that look like gym trainers.
Yeah.
I'm with you
I'm
on
like,
that
this
one.
dude. I'm like, this dude totally just has like 6 Pokemon.
Gaijin, what are you sending me? Oh shit, that opened. Please don't have titties. Oh, it does have titties!
Don't have titties. I told you not to give it titties.
It has non-Twitch bannable titties, but it's a Tyranid model.
Teehee twitties.
I
yeah.
opened this
Titties.
on stream by accident.
Oh, now you and Connor can bond over this.
No, bannable titties.
No.
I'll never forget when he did that, because all I heard him was just 5 seconds of the most tense sounds and him going, uh-oh.
Jesus Christ, dude. I appreciate it, though. Gaijin sending me shit. He said, sorry, it's not your fault.
Nah, he said that and I just wheezed into a different dimension. Just... My sides went into freaking orbit.
That was a very... Oh, by the way, Miss Freedoms, when you were talking about... Not to go back to taxes, we'll change the subject, but when you talk about... I just imagine, like, you know, like the Yoshi commits tax fraud. I just imagined your, like, little cute avatar you draw of yourself, just smiling and doing a thumbs up and doing the same thing.
I asked my sister what she was doing for the rest of the day, and because she was over at her office, and she just sent me a picture of Turnip Boy, and I was like, I understand. I understand.
Naruhodo. Dude, my friend stapled me to a couch and made me play that game. This is crazy.
It
Anyway,
is one of her favorite games.
I ate a giant steroid carrot. Miss Freedoms, are you good to continue?
Yeah.
Gentle, are you good to continue?
Boy, howdy.
Rabbit, are you good to continue?
Yeah, are you gonna be good to continue, considering you ate the carrot of gods?
It was a delicious carrot. And
Okay.
Caitlin, are you good to go? Good to
Yep,
continue?
still in the bag.
Hell yeah, alright. Let us return back to the keys from the Golden Vault. My question, before we continue with Osmond's situation, is there anything anyone would like to do at this moment? Are you just gonna wait a little bit before...
I would imagine that even though we haven't technically set up a code word, there is probably we're probably getting to be about that time where Tink might be getting a little worried.
Okay. If you want to try and peek out, we can, you know.
Yes. Pink will.
Okay,
Pink.
I think
Pink.
that's enough.
Pink.
Is that what it says?
Alter ego.
Yeah,
Evil.
they'll slowly poke their head out.
Roll for me a stealth check, please.
Okay. Where's my stealth?
Fuck off, Bird Flag, sorry. Animal Titties was my nickname in high school. Shut up, Bird Flag. Alright, Tank, as you begin to lift your head out of the bag, your head conk hits the top of something wood.
Ew.
1 second. Gambier and Runa, you hear coming from, I believe it was Gambier who had the bag, from Gambier's chest that all his goods have been stored in, you hear a "Ow!" However,
Fortuitous.
you are not the only one who hears this, as a security guard walks over, opens the door, and not knowing it's coming from literally the chest, looks inside and goes, "Hey, don't go hurting yourself in here."
I wouldn't dream of it, sir.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, meanwhile.
you hear a voice coming from the door. "Come in!" Bruno opens the door. This roomy office contains an L-shaped desk sized for a gnome, cushioned chairs and knickknacks on shelves. A painted bas-relief spans the entire northern wall and depicts a host of winged devils catching mortals as they plunge into the depths of hell. A garishly dressed gnome with a devilish countenance to rival Mephistopheles sits behind the desk, stroking his pointy beard. When he notices the two of you, he curls his lips in a lopsided smile. "Well now," he says, "what can I do for you?" Bruno, kind of pushes you into the room. Like, not in a cruel way, but more of just a, like, get in there. You're getting lambasted.
Oh, it's very good to meet you, Mr. Toggle Pocket. Hi, he does like a salute, but then quickly bows instead. He's not entirely sure what to do.
You said your name was...
Devin Fellwood, sir.
Devin Fellwood.
Yes, sir.
His lips curl into a smile. Also, thank you so much, Technomancer VT, for the raid. Thank you. His lips curl into that smile a little bit more. And he turns. And what brings you, Devon, to my office? As he looks towards Bruno.
Well, I'm a new hire, and, well, let's just say it's been a heck of a day. I may have lost my little security card to get into locked rooms. I'm so sorry. I need a replacement.
I see. Quite the predicament. Bruno? Sir, you can return to your post. Sir, you can return to your post. That's an order. Bruno kind of looks at you, looks towards Quentin, doesn't really know what to do, so he does like a really like kind of nod, and leaves.
Thank you for your help, sir.
Yeah, and as he leaves, Quentin's countenance turns as he flexes his finger and the door behind you slams shut.
This is fine.
With the devil.
What music would be appropriate here?
The theme of the devil.
He kind of interlaces his fingers and leans forward and goes, Devon Fairwood. My boy, you're not fooling anyone, and certainly not me. There is no Devon Fairwood employed here. I may be a wicked old thing, but I do know the names of all the men and women who work for me. And yours is a name I do not know. You watch as he, not aggressively, but he pulls a rapier and begins to kind of wipe it. So, who sent you, and for what purpose? And speak very clearly to me, boy. I am not like the brutes I hire. I cannot be so easily hoodwinked.
Well, shucks, sir, I'm sorry, I'm kind of at a loss of what to do here. I think the jig might be up, ladies and gentlemen. So he knows I'm bullshit, right?
He knows you're not an employee, for sure. He knows that you're clearly here for some purpose. He's not buying shit. Fun little fact, he's got a little funny ability here called Ain't Foolin' No One. Quentin personally hires all casino staff and knows all their names. Consequently, he isn't fooled by characters pretending to be employees he doesn't know.
Oh, good.
Well, speak up now. Honesty is best policy.
Man, sorry I wasn't prepared for this.
Have fun with it. Have a blast.
Well,
If you need a moment, we can hop back to the rest of the party.
I would appreciate it. I'm
you
sorry.
got it. Alright. Hopping back to Gambier, Runa, and Tink.
Well, after I thumped my head, Tico goes,
Oh,
The security guard immediately is like, and then closes the door. Goes back to his seat.
since I have thumped my head, I now know that I am probably not on somebody's person.
Yeah, it's like pitch dark. You hit your head immediately. You're in something.
So this time I'm going to, like, go out, like, hand first to, like, push up on what thumped me.
You got it. You reach up and you feel, quote unquote, the lid of a chest, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna push up and out.
Okay, go ahead for me. Just for funsies, roll me a sleight of hand. Or stealth of your
Ooh.
choice. No penalty to armor for this.
They both suck. Let's see. 20.
Oh my
I guess
god!
they don't suck.
As quiet as a mouse made out of steel plate. You slowly lift. It's kind of like a stage performance, like Mary Poppins. You slowly rise out of this impossibly shaped chest as you emerge from the bag of holding and find yourself, similarly to your companions, back in a holding cell.
Tink, Lord. Tink just quietly gives a thumbs up. I'll look in the chest that I just came out of. I assume I can see all the stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Yep. Tink will quietly get Gambier's stuff and pass it through the bars.
You got it, Gambier. After a course of time, your stuff is handed back to you.
Yep, and Tink will obviously do the same with Runa.
Alright. Gentle, do you need
I
more
would
time?
agree.
How are you feeling?
I think I can bullshit something. Let's see.
Alright, Tink, as you walk over to get Runa's stuff, probably don't need another stealth check. As you make your way over, we return back to Osmond.
Okay. In response to his questioning, Devon, he's gonna instantly drop to his knees and say, "I'm so sorry, sir. I really needed a job, and I just got fired from the what was it called? The Brine Widow down at the port, and people were talking about this place and that they hired tieflings, and I was I'm sorry. I snuck in and found one of the uniforms. I wasn't sure who to ask."
Go ahead for me and roll me a deception check.
Bam. 22.
He kind of narrows his eyes at you, and he goes, "How old are you?"
24, sir.
24. You realize that you could have dropped off a resume, a CV, literally anything.
Problem is, every time I've gotten fired from a workplace, it's due to, incompetence. Yeah, that one. Said I wouldn't find work here or anywhere, I think was their exact words.
Roll a deception check.
Deception?
Deception, yes.
20?
You are a lucky motherfucker. Really? You getting fired for incompetence? Could not imagine that for the life of me.
You're not the first person to say that.
Well, now I'm at an impasse. You've left me with a few options, of course.
Sir?
He brings down the rapier tip to the floor and kind of leans on it like a cane. I'm a bit torn about what to do with you. I could hire you out of pity and the goodness of my charitable heart, but
Perk his little tail up.
considering that you are, and please do not take any offense to this, insufferably bumbling, foolish, and pathetic, that's not such a keen idea to me. I could throw you in a holding cell, but to what end? The third option, which to me is the most appealing and feels the most justified, is I could feed you to my pets.
Your pet, sir?
You see his eyes kind of flare a little bit. Indeed. Now, and I mean this quite kindly, you've already lied to make your way back here. I don't know what other lies you've cooked up and how much you fooled my staff. Whether you are who you say you are, which I don't have very much need to believe one way or the other, to me it would be the simple, most cleanest thing to simply rid of you. No one would search for you by the sounds of things. It seems just so easy. Besides, Mammon so does delight in offerings from the faithful. Go ahead and roll me a religion check real fast.
Which one?
Religion.
Religion?
Yep.
Religion. I
You don't know that name. You're like, who? Meanwhile.
Meanwhile,
sorry. Yeah, sorry. I just needed a moment to bake something up.
No, you're
I'm
good.
so
You're
sorry
good.
for the
That's
delay
cool.
on that.
That's totally fine. Take you grab Runa's stuff and you hand it through the bars to Runa.
Okay. And Runa will whisper this, like, so, what now?
Perhaps we could lure the guards in here. Lock them up.
There's 3 of them, and they're both tieflings. One of them has a crooked nose. I don't know if I'm strong enough to push him in.
I am strong.
we could nearly knock them out and drag them in here. That'd be fun. I'm up to a challenge. What say I go ahead and pick these locks open and go ahead and just create a fun thing. Your door will be unlocked, mine will be unlocked. I'll make a noise, one will come in, Tink will punch it in the face. Tink, are you up for punching things in the face?
I love punching things in the face.
Ah, lovely. Okay, then let's go ahead and get started, shall we? And Gambier will go ahead and reaffix his hat and pat himself down, kneel and start picking his lock.
Runa will pick a god and pray real quick. She will, at least hide her, she'll probably have told, Tink to at least leave the weapons in the box, because, let's be honest, her fists and legs, and basically her whole body, is her weapon.
Oh, Gambier.
This is not great for me.
This is not your day. Jesus, I'm so sorry, Rabbit.
It's because I'm from Ohio.
That must be it.
That must be it.
Gotta be it.
Clearly the only option at this point.
Ohio.
Luna and Tink, as you're discussing, Gambier, you go to unlock, you kind of reach around the bars to try and unlock your cell, and as you do so, you drop your thieves' tools on the ground, which land with a loud clattering noise. And as the three of you look at each other, you hear the familiar sound of a guard's chair shifting as your time has just increased as you hear footsteps approaching.
Alright.
Pour some straw over that real quick.
Meanwhile,
I'm going to quickly hide by the door, wherever the
where
door
the
is
fold
open.
is? Yeah. I got you. As you do so, meanwhile, in the other room, Quentin looks down at you, Devin, expecting some sort of answer, some sort of defense.
I'm so sorry, sir, but please don't feed me to your pets. I'm sure they're lovely, but I have a little sister at home and I need to take care of her, but that's all I really have, sir. I really want a chance to provide for, but yeah, I'm no good at most jobs. But I swear if you hire me, I'll try my best.
Roll a persuasion check or deception of your choice.
18.
Quentin kind of leans up. He sheathes his rapier. A piece of advice. You lack
He sits up.
discipline. And you lack precision. You will not be hired by me or anyone else. Your ex-employer may have been correct in their assessment. You watch as he presses a button, and he goes, "Could I get the security guard to my office, please?" Tink, as you hide behind the door, you hear a voice go, "Could I get someone to my office, please?" You hear the footsteps that were originally approaching kind of stop, and then you hear one of the other guards go, "I got it," and leave. I would like, Gambier and Runa, you have all your stuff on you now. Are you guys gonna try and conceal it? How do you guys want to handle it? You don't have your weapons.
Runa would hide her backpack under the hay and be on top, like laying down as if she's asleep.
I imagine it's like, shh, huh, fuck! Like, you like throw yourself on top of the hay. Go ahead for me and roll. Oh boy, what would this be? Honestly, group stealth check for all three of you in this scenario, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. 22.
16.
8 from Tink. That's pretty great, honestly, for Tink. You don't have disadvantage because you are standing still, technically. The door opens, and, like, Tink, you don't hold your breath. You have no breath, but you, like, lean back as the door swings open, almost hits you, and you're like, "I'm not there, stop!" The security guard looks inside. Gambier, I know that Runa said what she was doing, but your refuse tool are on the ground. Do you want to try and swipe those away before you're noticed?
Yes.
I would like a sleight of hand, please. You gotta have some fast hands here.
Oh, come on, baby!
As you're reaching through the bars, as the security guard opens the door and he goes, "Hey!" and kind of like walks in and immediately grabs the thieves' tools off of the ground.
I'm going for him, baby. I'm tackling
going
him
for
from
him?
behind. Yeah, I'm going for it!
Alright, with that, I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Everyone?
Yeah, including you, Osmond, because you're going to be in turn order, because now we're in turn order.
Yippee! Oh boy.
8.
7.
15!
Alright, hold on. I gotta write
We're
down.
so good at our job.
You guys are so good at this. I'm not gonna lie, like, obviously, like, good or bad, it's irrelevant. I fucking love this plan you guys cooked up. It's really fun.
Gee, I wonder what my friends are up to. I hope the plan is going well. Why do I hear combat music?
He clicks violence!
Alright. 1 second, just grabbing.
I swear, every time.
Someone in chat said, "What plan?" They had a plan!
We did have
We
a plan!
did! We actually had a plan, man!
The dice just don't like us.
Yeah,
They
exactly!
really don't!
I can think of all the plans I want. This is literally me. Okay, I have a plan. Step up to the craps table. It sucked. What's your second plan?
It's okay, we can blame that one person who wished us high rolls at the beginning of the session.
What do you mean?
It's
They
all
wanted
their
you to
fault.
succeed. Don't be
No,
They all went to me, apparently.
No, me screwing up these rolls works perfect for Gambier. Chat, you will see. If I don't get impaled.
if I don't die. Alright, hold on.
And that one has caused aggro both times.
It's true.
Alright.
What's the odds of that? 1 in 20.
I was being nice as Bergflax. I appreciate you. Actually, no, I don't appreciate you, Bergflax. Fuck you. You beat me in Mario Kart.
Wow.
They beat me in Mario Kart.
Damn.
Understandable, having
They
a
are condemned.
Give me 1 second. I want to try to kill this fly. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Do it.
Good luck.
Rolled a hit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fucking, what was it? Hell of a Boss has Mammon. I forgot.
I love the dude who plays Mammon.
Yeah, he seems to have a lot of fun with the roll, which is really great.
Would you like
Since
that?
we have him, Sorry, since we have a moment, what was the name that he mentioned that I did the religion check for?
Mammon was the name.
Gotcha. Thank you. I didn't know it in character or in real life.
Ooh, waves hand. I know a bunch about man.
Unfortunate.
Yes, but does
I know-
Gambier?
Well, oh no, I know him in the religious aspect. I
Oh,
don't know him in,
yeah.
D&D. I know so much about spirituality.
Yeah, the D&D ones are different.
I was not lucky. I did not kill him.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Carry
Caitlin.
on.
All right. Let's see what we have for initiatives here. We have roll for guards. Okay. Do you have any pluses to your stats?
No, I don't know much. I don't know much about that in D&D. I'm like, oh, Bahamut's a dragon, and he goes rar rar. That's all I know.
Wow.
Rar, I'm a dragon. Rar.
And then we have Tink. And then we have Runa. Hold on. Sorry. We got 15. We have security guards. And then we have... Oh, I thought you rolled initiative twice. Gambier.
I need to fix my little picture.
Rolled. And then we have Osmond. Alright. So, because the guard notices both you, Runa, and you, Gambier, you will not get a surprise round on him. He is aware of you. However, Tank, you literally stroll up behind him, nothing personnel, kid. So I'm gonna say you get a free turn as a surprise round before anyone else goes. So you're the only person. So Tank, you get a extra turn at the beginning. Hopefully the rest of you guys are cool with that. I feel like that's the best way to kind of rule this.
That's
get
really
him.
fun.
Alright, so Tank, as you swoosh on up behind this guy, what do you do?
I want to go with Tink's plan. Tink wants to football tackle and try to get him into one of these cell doors.
Okay. I will say this, the cell doors are closed, unfortunately.
Do they look locked, though?
They probably are. Let me check real fast. Okay. They don't appear to be locked, no.
Cool. That's makes life a little bit easier then. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna try to football tackle him down and over here.
Okay. So you have two options. You can either go for probably the best one for you right now in this situation is to do a competing athletics check to grapple, because then you can basically push them with half your movement with a successful grapple check. That will take your action to do.
All right, that's fine. And I just want to double check one thing. Okay, with my bonus action, I'm going to rage.
You got it. That'll give you advantage on those athletics checks.
Yep. So we're gonna do that now with.
You really are like laser eyes behind this guy. Like, Jesus.
15.
All right, 15 athletics. Oh god. As he does not notice you, you come up behind him and you grab him, and you can use half your movement to move him.
That's fine. I can definitely get him down there. I think that's like perfectly
1,
there.
2. However, you will have to use another action to open the door. Opening a door is an action, unfortunately.
That's fine. This was my surprise round anyway.
Alright. He unfortunately, as you grab him, he does not let out a shout. That is only natural at this point. For him to be
Of
like,
course.
"Ah!" Like, as you grab and drag him. That ends your surprise round. It is now Quentin's turn. Quentin kind of looks down at you, Devin. And he goes, I would say take this as a learning experience. You do not seem to be burdened by such things, so perhaps it is time that you lay it upon your shoulders. He uses his turn to lambast you and scold you.
Audible gulp.
Tink, it is now your turn, as we enter the true turn order now.
Splendid. I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, you open the door.
Alright. And I imagine... Do I have anything I can do with the bonus action? Because that was my action, right?
That's
to
your
open that
action,
door.
yeah.
Because I don't consider this attack.
So
with fierce
unfortunately,
desperation.
you can't really move and you'd have to shove him with another action to throw him in there, because he's like, you can grapple and move him, but to shove him and then like close the door behind him, that would be definitely a shove action to like get him in there.
Let's see. Out of my own curiosity, since I do already have him grappled, am I able to at least put my hand over his mouth to try to muffle him?
Ooh, I will say. Oh man, let's do another competing, like, athletics for that. Actually, I'll say before he screamed out. Let's say that's something you tried to do. So let's do another
Alright.
competing.
Alright. With advantage.
21.
21. Yeah, no,
21.
you clasp a
21.
cold metal hand. I like the idea of like just like you have just like a sock that you just shove into his mouth and you're just like shut up. 'Cause you don't really have fleshy hands, so it's kind of hard. But yeah, you gagged him before he could let out a shout. So his buddy, the last guy, is not aware of what's going on.
Hooray. In that case, I think that is all I can really do right now.
All right, as you open the door. Open. Boom. That brings us to Runa. It is now your turn.
Oh boy.
Still crying.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
it's
gonna-
dangerous.
Because, at least to her knowledge, she's not the suspicious one out of the three of them at the moment. But she... God.
Bergflex's Jit takes 5 points of hurt feelings damage.
Oh. Ow.
God. Oh man, what do I do? What do I do? Runa still has, hopefully, she will stay where she's at, but I'll ready action to, oh god, what would I...
You can try to get out of the cell.
I could...
Just punch it with your massive monk hands.
I can't. I mean,
You could,
I do
you
have
could probably even reach this guy through the bars, maybe.
Maybe?
Technically, yes. I'm gonna say he's gonna get covered, though, because the bars are in the way.
Yeah. I mean, I do have thieves' tools.
You do. That is an action to use Thieves' Tools to get out.
Do I see if this door is... Oh, sorry. Is that door open, or was it closed behind?
He opened and then it, swung back to close, so it's not like... Yeah. Like, he charged
what,
in here when he saw Gambier reaching for a pair of Thieves' Tools, and it, closed behind. I like to imagine, actually, Tink closed it, in the moment of, Amoy wa Shindaru, that moment. It was just, slammed right behind. I see it so
Okay,
clearly
so-
in my mind, Caitlin. It's, so clear
I
to
do.
me.
Okay, if the door's closed, Runa will, kind of sob to provide, cover
Uh-huh.
to get... Could I do that to, if I pretend to cry, would that help give Gambier, help him, give, do a thieves tool check? So that way, like, if he does fail and drop it, the noise covers that?
I won't give him advantage, I'll say, unfortunately.
That's fine. I'm just trying to think of, like, how to be helpful.
I get what you were going for.
Yeah, like, I want to provide, like, maybe sound so that way, like...
Here's the thing. Crying is a free action, so you don't have to worry
Crying
about...
is a free action.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I will cry, make my way to the door, and I will try to use my own thieves' tool.
Okay.
God, I'm scared. Oh, God.
I've seen this in my brain, like, take fucking wrestling a dude while we're just like, get me out, get me out, get me out.
Get me out, I'm scared! 9.
You are like, oh god, you like reach around the bars and try and like open, it's hard. Unfortunately, you're unable to open with that attempt.
Bruna's just gonna, like, pretend she's holding on and crying like, I'm scared! I guess that ends my turn.
Alright, that ends Runa's turn, which brings us to the guard's turn. Starting with the guard that you are wrestling with, Tank. He is gonna try and break the grapple. So I would like a... Actually, you know what? No, he's not gonna break the grapple. He's gonna try... He doesn't have his weapon out because you're grappling him. He's gonna try and just punch you. Like, because you just grabbed him, he's, you know, gonna shift into bouncer mode, so he's gonna try and punch you. How many punches does he get?
How many punches does he get?
9.
He gets 2 funny punch attacks.
100.
The first one is going to be... He's not proficient with improvised attacks. That's going to be a 10 on the first swing.
Miss.
You hear... Hold on. I can do this, actually. Hold on. You guys hear just a... as he punches you bare knuckle. He then tries to go for another punch. That's better. That's actually a 20.
Yeah, that one does it.
You take... You are raging, which is good. You take
Sorry, that tickled me.
4 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced in half to 2, as he does manage to get a dent onto your head.
I already have a dent on my head.
The other guard, I was gonna say, I'm gonna do roll, see if he notices anything. Nope, not at all.
The one sitting down?
He's like, you ever watch the Overwatch trailer where there's a guy playing Hearthstone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's reading Tiefling Monthly and looking up at the monitors every so often. The other guard, in no particular hurry, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, enters into the office and goes, how can I help you, sir? And that is his turn. Next up is Gambier. It's now your turn.
Oh, hot dog. Alright. Let's see what we got. We got a guy in... Oh, boy. I should probably scoop up my tools and pick the lock.
Easy enough. As you pick up the tools, it does take half your movement to pick up a thing off the ground that you've been disarmed with. So as you pick up your thieves' tools, you can still use your action, your bonus action. So there's no problem there.
Okay, let's give this another go. 15.
15. You kind of work at it. You get to some, you're like, okay, I'm kind of there, but it's a very sophisticated lock. Unfortunately, you're unable to free yourself on this turn. 15 is not enough.
Beans. Okay. Then action. All right, no, that's my go. That's my go.
All right,
I'm gonna try to get
Osmond.
these doors open.
It is now your turn as you're being lambasted, and the security guard enters and goes, "What can I help you with? Do you do anything?"
I go, and I end my turn.
Okay, love that for you. Top of the turn order. Quentin turns and goes, "Throw him out, please. He has intruded upon our fine establishment, and I want him banned and trespassed from this location. throw him in the river Styx. Have him swim back to shore. I think that is a suitable punishment. That ends
Audible gulp.
Quentin's turn. That brings us to Tink. It is now your turn. The door
Give me
is
the
open.
cell.
All right, go ahead and
Shove
roll
it.
me for being athletics check for a shove action.
Alright.
Get in the hole. Get in the hole.
Oh my god.
24.
Yeah, you don't need it. He rolled a natural 1. You shove him in with a natural 1.
Can I get his keys?
Uh,
That natural 1.
He doesn't appear to have keys on him. As you shove him in the back, his head hits the back of the wall, and you knock him out with a natural 1, and he passes out.
Alright, I'll take it. Alright. Alright, so he doesn't have keys. Heck.
He does not have keys on him, no. But you do... action was to shove. The door is still open. You have your bonus action and your movement.
Oh. I'm going to... Should we try Pertuzzi's? Movement. And Tink is going to thump on the wall.
Okay. You got it. Alright, that ends your turn, Tink.
Yep.
Runa, it is now your turn.
I'm so glad we have Tink on our side. She'll
I
try
love that we
again
have
with-
muscle.
She will try again with the thieves tool.
Alright.
19.
19. You suck in a breath, you calm your nerves, and you... as you feel the door unlock, and you are freed.
Alright, but seeing Tink is by the door, Runa will, like, hold on to the door,
Okay?
and will hold her action to maybe help knock out if,
Your
like...
action was to unlock the door,
Oh,
unfortunately.
never mind.
Yeah, you cannot
I was
hold
like,
an
wait
action.
a second. Yeah, no. But she will hold the doors to make it look like it's still, like, closed and locked.
You got it. Alright, Runa, is that your turn?
It ends my turn. God, I'm so nervous. Ugh.
Guard number 1, who you push into the cell, is just face down on the ground. However, the sound, the clap of your arch...
Yeah?
Yeah? Your metal butt cheek slurs into the next guard. Roll for initiative.
Take, as you slam the door, you hear movement as another security guard stands up, and you hear him go, Salixar? 5, 10, 15,
That's a sick name.
20, 25, 30. And you hear the sound of a weapon being unsheathed. Meanwhile, in the room, right away, sir. Assuming you do not resist Osmond.
Not at all.
The security guard... Oh, man. Okay. I want you to roll me a percentile die here, a D100. But hold up, I'm gonna explain before you roll, okay?
Gotcha.
If you roll a 30 or below, he's gonna attempt to grab you by your horn.
That wouldn't be good.
If he rolls 31 or higher, he grabs you by your shirt.
Okay. How do I roll this?
You roll a
Just
D100. It's on the left
slash.
side of the... You could
Oh,
also
okay,
slash
gotcha.
roll D100, yeah, as well.
I'll just do that. Slash roll 1d100, yeah?
Yeah.
Go with God!
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Oh, no-y.
Here's the good thing. You're not grappled as he reaches his hand, phases through your horn as it is not corporeal, it's part of your disguised self, and both of them look like, wait, what? As they realize this, and you realize, more so than ever, the jig is so up.
We were doing so good, man. Well, I was doing so good.
That ends the guard's turn. It is now Gambier's turn.
I'm gonna try to pick that lock again.
Okay.
That is my single drive. Here I stand with my ninja clan.
I love D&D. Holy fuck.
Yeah, this is crazy. Let me roll this again. Oh, come on, buddy.
You
All right,
keep
that's not
working
enough.
at it, but unfortunately, Gambier, you can't seem to get out. That is your
Gambier looks
action.
stressed. End turn.
That's your turn? Okay.
Yeah,
Oz-
I don't think I can do anything else as bonus actions, right? I can't throw stuff. I can't. No.
Not really, no, not in the situation.
Nah.
Osmond, as you realize that your disguise has been seen through, what do you do?
That's a good question, Mega Man.
The door is open.
Sure is.
You can disengage to avoid attacks of opportunity. Like, if you want to run, there's potential there. However...
Yeah. So I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
Let out a. Could you excuse me for a moment? And then book it. Let's see. Are diagonals 5?
Yes.
I assume I can't just shift through the corner.
No, you cannot shift through corners, unfortunately. So you'd have to go...
Hang on, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20,
boom,
30,
boom,
30,
and then...
40, 55,
However,
60.
you can't dash because you just use your action to disengage.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, 5, 10,
Or
15.
you could risk an attack of opportunity, and get your dash. He might get just a punch on you. That is the other option.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'll dash the 60. I'll take the attack.
60 would get you right here.
I was gonna go towards the room where they got locked up.
You got it. Alright. He's gonna roll an attack of
So-
opportunity on you.
Yeah, I have to figure out what my armor class is without leather armor on, because I'm not wearing anything, right?
It would be...
Can I just unclick it and it'll show it?
It
Oh, yes,
will-
13. Okay.
Yeah. So 13 is your AC?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with a 13 with the roll, even though he's not a puncher, he's gonna get a punch off on you, unfortunately. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As you go to run, he kind of grabs you and you slam into the door, but you manage to slip from his grasp as you take off running, and Quentin yells, "Catch him!" and points a finger in your direction. Go ahead and run.
I assume the disguise probably just vanished the moment I got hit.
No, it does not. I don't believe.
Does it?
I believe it's permanent until it's, like, fades out. Yep, no, you just keep it for an hour until it
okay.
goes away.
Cool.
Yeah.
They don't know I'm sexy yet. Okay.
Alright, Osmond, does that end your turn?
That's about all I can do.
Alright, that brings us top of the turn order. Quentin. Oh man, what does Quentin want to do? He yells at the security guard, "Catch him, you idiot!" As he's gonna bark an order, and he's gonna hold his action to do something. Tink, it is now your turn.
I don't like how you worded that.
Go ahead for me, Tink, for free thing you can do. Roll me a perception check real fast.
Perception check. There you are.
Okay.
8.
You don't get any additional information, but it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to hold my action to tackle for when this guy comes through the door.
Okay, you got it. That ends Tink's turn. Runa, it is now your turn as you have freed yourself. However, you're still in the cell, so it is now your turn.
Okay. I will ready action, hold my action to assist in attack.
Okay.
If they go past my door.
Okay, what are you attacking with? Just a punch?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Hold action.
Or no, with my legs. Well, with the kick. We'll go with the good kick.
Go with a good kick. Alright. I like that. Alright. Right next is the guard's turn. And I'm gonna put this in Caitlin's court. Caitlin,
Yes.
you got a 50-50 shot right now. You are also gonna be
50-50
rolling a
shot.
D100.
Alright.
It's time.
If you roll a 51 or higher, or actually 50 or higher, I'll be a bit generous, 50 or higher, the guard will go towards where he was going towards originally, which was towards the door. However, if you roll a 49 or lower, he hears the sound of shouting and is going to turn around.
Alright, let's go.
Let's see what this guard does.
Heaven.
He takes a few steps and then turns around and immediately is going to head towards the sound of the shouting. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's going to bump into you as he opens the door. Opening the door will be his action. That will end that security guard's turn. The other one is immediately 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna shout, "Stop him!" And he is gonna 5, 10, 15, 20.
Didn't he just do something, or am I misremembering?
No, it's now their turn. You slipped from their grasp.
Oh, okay.
He had a reaction to
Gotcha.
swing at you.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
These two are gonna flank you. Try and stop your roll there.
Oh, goody.
That brings us to Gambier's turn.
Oh boy. I'm going to try to open the door again. There's not much I can do unless I'm freed, so.
That's valid.
Alright. Free me.
Oh,
yeah! There we go.
Thank
You're like,
God.
There we go.
you managed to unlock your jail cell finally. It's just difficult because you're like kind of doing it in reverse because you're like reaching around the bars and kind of doing it towards yourself. It's weird. But you managed to get it. And that is your action. You'd have to use an action to open the door because it's like a latch door. We have your bonus
Okay.
action, your movement. Unfortunately, are you a thief rogue? I can't remember what type. Oh no, you don't choose until
level.
not until 3rd level. That's right. I forgot. I'm
Right,
sorry.
because I'm gonna be the biggest phantom thief this side of Arsene Lupin.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, that's all I can do for right now.
Okay, that ends Gambier's turn. Osmond, you are. Oh boy, are you in it to win it? It is now your turn.
I did nothing wrong, by the way.
No, you didn't. You didn't do a single thing. You did your germ. You were promoted to employment. Now you're promoted to unemployed and hunted.
The dice said no.
Okay. So the room is suddenly a no-go.
He is blocking the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine this gentleman is wide.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's built like a
Do I
fridge.
see one of those door locks on this door?
No, you do not.
I didn't mean to open it, sorry. Can I disengage to not get my shit kicked in by both of them at the same time?
Absolutely, you can. Yeah.
But can I open a door after doing that?
It is an action to disengage.
Sounds like a no.
So that is a no. This guy also pulled a weapon out, so they both have their weapons out now as well.
Thanks, guys. Soups appreciate it. Oh boy. Let me look at my funny little toolbox and see what I can do.
Take your time.
No,
That's
you're
all
good.
I got
You're
left.
good. Take your time.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Oh boy. Level 2 in the worst situation ever, eh?
Gentle, you sound like me when I open up a bill. Jeez.
Oh boy, here we go. Rolling
I'm
up
having
the
a
sleeves.
blast right now. Holy
This is
shit.
awesome.
Honestly,
awesome.
This is fun. I was originally like, oh man, I'm blowing it, but like, no, this is fun.
This shit's great. Honestly, like, the
Hmm.
failures make it so much more fucking interesting at times, man. It's so good. Oh, man.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Hey, Monty.
Hi.
Is Channel Divinity in action?
It usually states in the description of the ability.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm stupid.
Yeah. It'll be like, oh, as an action, you brandish blank and then make zombies go, ah!
I'm going to use Channel Divinity,
Okay.
invoke Duplicity.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay.
So right next to me, in a silly little puff of smoke, someone that looks eerily similar to myself pops out of nowhere.
I will give it that is your dupe. That is your clone right there.
Gotcha.
Now here's the question. Oh man, I feel like it wouldn't make sense. Hold on.
Well, I'm doing anything I got. So I love bones. I love catching them.
I'm just checking to see. This is kind of one of those like vague D&D 5e things. Because you are disguised as not yourself, and it says an illusion of yourself. So I'm gonna say it looks like your current tiefling self right now. It'll just emulate what you look like, regardless.
I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
I would appreciate it.
So, 2 Devons appear, in the place of yourself. You are concentrating on this.
And as a bonus action, Clone Devon is gonna start laughing and running this way.
Okay. Confuse you. Additionally, when both you and your illusions are within 5 feet of a creature that can see the illusion, you have advantage on attack rolls against that creature, given how distracting the illusion is to the target. Okay. They are gonna swing at it, because they think it's you, so they're both gonna swing on your illusion. With their reactions. They're rolling the same number constantly, and it is not ideal. 12 on your illusion.
You muted.
So sorry about that. If it's the same AC as me, then that does not hit.
Okay. They both swing though on it, and it doesn't have HP, so it doesn't matter whether or not they hit. As it goes running past, they swing at it. Okay. As they both swing, they've spent both their reactions, so you can move without penalty now.
Like right now?
Yeah. Because they both swung at your illusion, thinking it was you. So they spent both their reactions.
Can I move through him, or do I just gotta go
No,
another
you can't move
direction?
through
Okay.
enemies, unfortunately.
Then this one's gonna run north.
Alright, you just tread off north. That ends your turn, Osmond. Sounds like your action, bonus action, movement. So that'll bring us to top of the turn over Quentin. Quentin is just... He's gonna move towards the door. He's not gonna really do anything. He's just gonna move on over. That ends Quentin's turn. Tink, it is now your turn, as the guard that you were attempting to ambush didn't seem to approach the door. Some other commotion seems to have caught their attention.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Guess that means that Tink will cautiously open the door.
Alright, you open the door.
And seeing that the guard is over there.
Uh-oh. Excuse me!
Alright, you call it, excuse me! And the guard immediately turns over and goes, huh? Like, confused by what is staring back at him.
Tink just quietly crooks a finger and then closes the door again.
Roll a persuasion.
Just that's.
You know what? No, roll an intimidation check for me, please.
Please be nice. 17. That's not bad.
Okay. Alright. Wow, okay. Alright, Tink, was your action open the door? I will say, calling out, free action, your bonus and your movement.
Nah, you know what? Tink is just... Actually, I guess I can't close the door because that would probably be... But Tink's just going to, like, melt back into the shadows, just barely visible, eyes red. Just pinpoint red eyes, just barely poking out of the shadow of the door.
You got it. That brings us to Runa. It is now your turn.
Runa?
Tweets, do we have you?
Tweety beats.
Uh-oh. Miss Tweetums?
Oh no. Oh no.
Into my room. Sorry.
Oh. It is now your turn.
Oh gosh.
So, did you hear what Tink just did?
Yes.
Okay.
Runa is because I'm holding the door open. Will that be my action?
To open the door and, yeah, to get out, yeah, it's an action, unfortunately.
Beans. But that's okay, because I will open my door.
Okay.
And I will move behind the door.
You got it.
I'll take...
You move behind the door.
And hopefully maybe I can be useful there. But Runa is sweating. The tears in her eyes that were for just an act are now kind of real, like, oh my god.
Okay. That ends Runa's turn. It is now the guard's turn. The guard that you just called out to turns to his buddy and goes, you get him! I gotta deal with something else! The other guard goes, what are you talking about? As he 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is going to move, and he's gonna pull out a heavy crossbow. He's gonna shoot at you. Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Bang. 12.
Ha! Miss.
Shatters against your metal exterior.
The pinpoint red eyes don't move.
He is bonus action gonna reload, and he's gonna fire a second shot. That is going to be a 16 to hit you.
That does hit me.
Okay, you take... Ooh! That will be... What is that? 7 points of damage reduced down to 3.
Okay.
As one of them does hit kind of a chink in the armor, kind of like a space between your arm and your shoulder, as he cannot reload, as he uses bonus action 2 already. That ends his turn. The other guard immediately chases after you, and he is gonna attempt to, because they swung at your illusion, they know it's not real.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, they both swung at it. If it was just one, I could argue for it, but because they both swung, it's, yeah, and they both hit too. So.
It was an opening.
Hey, it got rid of the reactions. However, he is gonna, like, full on, like, you're, like, running to the door, grabbing the door handle, you turn around, and it's like, have you ever seen, like, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, where it's, like, the police officer running? It's like that. As
What
this
a
fucking...
description! What a description! Jesus!
It's so accurate, though.
Oh my god.
And he is going to attempt to grapple you. You can make an a athletic or acrobatics check of your choice competing against his athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics? Athletics, ho! That's a 9.
I have some fucking fantastic news for you. He got a fucking 7 total. Yay! As he charges towards you, you just bring up your leg, like your foot up to his face, and just hit him in the face. It doesn't do damage to him, but it stops him in his tracks. That ends that guard's turn. The other one in the cell is like, there's a little snot bubble coming out of his nose now. He's having a good sleep. Gambier, it is now your turn.
Fantastic. Alright. Gonna use my action to go ahead and open the door. You said it takes an action.
Takes an action to open the door, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna open that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get on this side of the door.
You got it.
I have my cane at the ready. The sword isn't drawn on it yet. I'm gonna go ahead and try to bonk them out.
Okay, you got it. Alright, that ends your turn, Gambier.
Yes.
Alright, Osmond. It's now your turn.
Brain cogs turning. I can still control him, right? As a bonus action?
Yeah, you can.
Sorry, just double checking a thing.
No, you're good. Take all the time you need. I'm just reveling this right now.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to move this handsome son of a bitch.
Also, I found the exact gif I was talking about.
Yeah, that right in my mind's eye. I'm gonna move him right behind this guy.
Okay.
And while my foot is connected to this gentleman's face. Let me just reread, just in case. I'm going to use inflict wounds.
Okay.
Did that work?
That it did,
hold on.
yeah.
Sorry.
12 hits.
I was gonna say, don't I get an advantage if he's also in melee range, my buddy?
No, not for inflict wounds, no.
But it's
oh,
just
wait,
like
no,
attack
wait,
rolls.
hold on. You have advantage on attack rolls, so yes, you would have advantage, which would be 16. Either way,
Not that it needs it.
12 hits,
but you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's 3d10 necrotic. Wait. Oh, I had to click the name.
Yeah, you have to click the name.
My bad. 20.
Oh my god! Ooh. Ow!
Ooh, that's an oof.
That's from the foot, by the way.
You kick him in the head, and then he kind of grabs your leg, and you just pump necrotic energy through your body, which erupts through his fingers and face, and he peels backwards. His like nose tip and ears kind of atrophy ever so slightly. He is still standing, but ow!
Have some stanky feet.
Give him the old stinky foot.
That's my turn.
Alright, that ends Osmond's turn. It is now Quentin's turn. Hearing the commotion, Quentin was just gonna close his door. He kind of peeks and sighs and goes back in and he closes his door.
Thumbs up.
It's like, I don't do this. I pay people to do this.
Fair enough.
As he closes his door.
It's probably fine.
That ends Quentin's turn. That brings us to Tink. It is now your turn as you've been fired at by this guard.
The little red pinpoints narrow.
Oh, that wasn't very nice.
Instead, Tink will now come out. Do I want to smack or do I want to drag?
You want to drag. You know you want to drag.
Yeah, you want to drag. Do a drag.
All right, let's drag. We're gonna drag him into the.
pressure.
We're gonna drag him into the door.
Alright.
So that's another athletics.
That would be competing.
Yep. All right.
21.
Hold on. Let me roll. 18. You grab onto this guy. And he lets out a shout.
And we're just gonna drag him into the darkness.
You can move him 3 spaces. So 1,
2.
2.
And you know what? Since we have him sandwiched so nicely, I think we'll just keep him right there.
Dispense guard in front of melee. Alright. Tink, that ends your turn.
That ends my turn.
That brings us to Runa. As you look at this guard who's currently grappled by Tink. Someone in chat just said, taking you to heaven.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
God, when chat cooks, they cook.
Taking you to heaven.
Do I help with that? Runa's gonna look to Tink to see if they want me to hit him.
Yep, Tink just nods enthusiastically. You can see the warm orange is now pure red.
Fear, but also let us go ahead and do a hit, trying to knock him out.
You got it.
20.
Yeah, that'll hit. Technically a 22 because you're flanking. 5
for 5.
bludgeoning. Oh. Ouchies, ouchie. I'm assuming for the sake of ease, non-lethal, right?
Yes.
Okay. You punch him in the face. I believe this was the guy who had already had like the really fucked up nose, and it's getting even more fucked up again.
You know what? I'm gonna spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows.
You got it. 2 more punches.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep! 22!
24 hits.
I don't think you have a monk order so much as you're just a very flaily girl. This is very flaily.
This is why they were afraid of Runa. It's the fucking women. It's like if you ever are a bouncer or like any sort of like I am like a person who like has to deal with riffraff. It's the women that are the terrifying ones. Men are whatever.
Yeah, they are.
But the women
They're
are
tigers.
They're fucking scary. Yeah.
Okay, so
Case
5
and
more.
point.
And then for the last one, that's 17.
That hits. All 3 hit for consistent damage. What the hell?
Damn.
For 5 more.
He is still conscious, but you punch him in the face like 3 separate times. His nose is now bleeding. His lip is split and bleeding.
I just imagine like the first punch like breaks the nose, the second punch fixes the nose, and the third punch.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Alright.
What a woman.
Does that end your turn?
That ends Runa's turn.
Alright, it is now the guard's turn. Starting
goody.
with the guard who's just been decked in the fucking face. He is gonna drop his heavy crossbow to the ground. He's gonna grab his mace. He's got 3 targets. I'm gonna roll a d6. 1, 2 is Runa. 3, 4 is Tink. 5, 6 is going to be Gambier.
Alright.
Gambier. As he
Hello.
flails desperately, he swings his mace around. That is going to be a 13 to hit you, Gambier.
Let me see my armor class real fast. My armor class is 14.
Alright, you managed to, like, duck your head out of the way of his flail. I'm gonna roll another d6. That will determine who he goes for again.
Normalized flails.
He's gonna go for you again, Gambier.
Oh, Lord.
Luck is not with you tonight.
That's gonna be a 21 to hit. I think that one's gonna hit.
Oh, that's gonna crack me. And Caitlin, I already talked about it. I'm Ohioan. This is normal. Let me be the aggro shield. Should have made a tank at this point. All right.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you manage to dodge the first one, but he cracks the side of your knee. If you've ever like run into like a metal table with the side of your knee, like there's this horrible cracking noise as he hits your legs, Gambier.
Ah!
He screams out, "Let go of me! Rush'll help!" as he shouts out.
Special no.
Meanwhile, Rush'll, reeling from the necrotic damage, Osmond, he is going to make 2 mace attacks against you.
Great.
As you have hurt him, and he is like, okay, then fine, motherfucker, and so he is going to swing twice on you. First swing, oh god, 16.
That's a hit.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Second swing. That is going to be a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Misses? Okay.
That misses.
Whew. As you get bashed in the stomach with the first one, he goes for another swing to your head. You manage to duck out of the way as it cracks into the wall. The other guard is still sleeping in the cell. He's having a lovely dream. That ends the guard's turn. Gambier, it is now your turn.
Oh, we're gonna go ahead and crack him one.
You got it.
One. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and just give him the old bonk. Oh, come on, buddy.
No! Let me roll severity. Okay, it is.
Am I cursed?
You're from Ohio.
That's fair.
The greatest curse there ever was.
It is a 3, so it is just a miss.
Okay. Oh,
You have your bonus
I'm sorry,
action,
buddies.
so you can offhand if you wish, if you have a light weapon.
I do, actually. Let me go ahead and swing with that.
Oh
That's
my
enough.
god!
Better.
Okay,
Here's
the highs and lows of Ohioans.
I have fantastic news for you, though.
Mhm.
Technically, you did not hit, so you did not get your sneak attack off. Which means you get your sneak attack on this offhand strike, I believe. Hold on, let me double check that real fast. Classes... Where is... Let me double check this. I should know this by heart, but I always forget. Sneak attack. First hit. Yep, first hit. Alright. So that means the crit doubles your... You don't get your bonus to the attack, so you don't get your dexterity bonus to the damage. However, your sneak attack dice also double, so you double the d4 for the dagger, and then you double the sneak attack dice, which I believe for you is 2d6 right now.
Yes.
Or no, it's it is 1d6 right now. So you have 2d6.
It's 1d6. So I roll 2d6.
and-
So I'm gonna roll 2d4 for the dagger. Then we're gonna roll 2d6.
Yeah, and that'll be your damage.
Okay. That's 5. And then
Wow,
5.
5. All right, you take your cane and you kind of swing at this guy. He's flailing around. You take your dagger and you like smack him on the forehead. There's a sizable dent, like a quarter-sized dent in his head. However, he is still conscious, barely holding on. These guys are beefy. They're beefy boys.
Biff.
Built resilient. All
Is
right,
your action your
and-
bonus action?
Yep, that's my bonus action. That's my turn.
All
That's my
right,
turn.
that brings us to Osmond. It is now your turn.
Oh boy. Oh, whoops. Hit a button. I gotta be real, I'm not entirely sure what the best course of action is here. How's he looking, the fellow in front of me that I cooked his face?
Pretty pissed. He's got like black veins in his face. He looks like he has some fight in him, but that you really hurt him. He doesn't look like he's about to keel over, but he's definitely not looking like, you know, fresh as a daisy.
Can you do non-lethal magic damage?
I allow it in my games, as long as it's something like that's not like disintegrate or something, or like cone of cold, which has like kind of unique effects if it knocks someone to 0.
I'm not asking that out of certainty. I'm just weighing my options here, because cornered, unarmed, no armor, big man. Friends are taking about 7 turns too long to get out of one room. Oh boy. So, disengage is an action, and I can move 30 feet without provoking opportunity attack?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
Just try to duck around this guy. Holding my broken ribs, more than likely. Okay, 5, 10, 15... Yeah, I should have got the ruler, my bad.
You're good.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, I will.
If you measure with the measuring tool, you can right-click and you can actually put a little dot to help you measure out. Yeah.
That's nifty. Gonna slide in here.
Okay.
And bonus action, put Shield of Faith on myself.
You got it. As you run in, you bonus action Shield of Faith on yourself. Does that end your turn?
That's all I got.
Okay. It is concentration, so you're... you moved your clone, by the way.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Yeah, we'll put you right there. He was right there. You were there.
Oh, hold on, I'm confused. Yeah, oh, okay, sorry.
So as you cast Shield of Faith, your clone vanishes because you're no longer concentrating on it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you run in, does that end your turn?
Oh,
sorry? Oh, yeah, sorry, that's my turn. Yeah.
Alright. As you run in, you see your 3 companions just JoJo stomping on a guy. And as you try and regroup with your party, the mission going awry once again, yet not impossible to potentially salvage this as you've done before. That is where we're going to end the session for the night.
Oh my goodness.
We can
that's fun.
You know, I'm not gonna jinx us. I think we got this though.
I think we can do it. Probably.
Oh yeah.
We just need to.
As someone
need to put.
As like Tabuya just said in chat, you guys are the best at crimes.
It's true.
It's doing great.
It's going great.
I was a lying little piece of shit up till the end.
Yep. It was good.
And now my ribs are broken and I need medical attention urgently.
Cool.
Well, the good news is I think I still have I have a potion. I sure do. I have a potion of healing. It'll be fine. Probably.
I was gonna say, what you need to do is just, you know, not be disguised anymore. Like, romance Bruno to distract him.
Bruno, I will kiss you on your stupid face if you fucking save me! Oh! Draco Magnius, are you ready to party of 4? And Royal Hoshi, that you rated party of 1, and Chocolate Zombie 101, that you've rated party of 1 as well. We were just actually closing out here, but thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it a ton. Oh, man. What a session. Holy shit, you guys.
Yeah,
That was
fun.
awesome.
What a banger session to come back to after, like, what was it, 2 months almost? Of just
Yeah,
the
something.
Yeah.
Wow.
I blame that
We were
flu.
all super sick.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that we were sick, it was that we all got sick at different times. It was like a wave that went
Yeah.
through the group.
It
Mhm.
was
March was
weird.
just
Like,
not a
I
kind month.
rarely get sick, so like,
It was a bad
And then
flu
the
bug. Whatever it
con-
was really
Yep.
bad. Oh, we blew up a fireworks store. I'm so in a game, right?
Almost
No, in real life.
TPK?
no real life.
Oh my god. Brilliant. Oh man. Oh my lord. God. Oh.
We're doing great at thieving, as always.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Oh my god.
It's totally fine. Everything's fine. Like, you know that like meme of the dog just sitting in the fire, and just smiling.
Fine.
Remember
It's
that?
fine right now. I still
It's
want
fine
I
right
still
now.
want the image of fucking Tank just behind a guy. Like, hold on. I know the picture I'm thinking of. Hold on. Hold on. It's literally this shit. There we go. Like that. That's the energy.
Yeah.
Basically, it is. It's very much the energy.
Hold on. I gotta show it to chat.
Yeah, the Undertaker.
It's literally this chat. Like, it's literally that with Tank. How did it go, y'all? Says the Skeleton King Nero. Oh, it went great.
If we had
Man,
a nickel for every
perfect.
time
Change it.
a natural one changed the course of our plans, we would have 2
If-
nickels.
If he didn't grab my knot horn, I'd be going. Things would be fantastic right now.
Yeah.
But then one dice
What
roll
the
later.
dice?
Womp womp.
But that's just
the
how it
dice.
goes.
That's the D&D.
But no, props
Honestly,
to
though-
you,
That's why I
Jack.
made it a percentile, because I feel like if it's just like, I don't want to be a shithead and just be like, oh, he just grabs your horn because, but I'm just like, if he's like being told, like, get this guy out of here, he's gonna drag you out. So he's not gonna be.
No, yeah, it's fair. All fair. It's just, damn.
Yeah,
You know?
it's just like, I'm like, I feel like it's like a lower chance to, like, 30 or below. I feel is very fair for that, being like, okay, of all the things to grab, there's your clothing
Mhm.
and then a head. It's just like, yeah.
And the clothing would have been fine because I was actually wearing the uniform.
You were, yeah.
No, but props to you, Gentle. You like took control of like being separated from the party and like, man, that was just huge props, man. Huge props.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
well done.
I did. My bullshittery only gets me so far. But that's Osmond.
It was good. It was very well done.
And
good.
stay tuned
Don't-
next time. Might be the end of him.
Don't-
We'll see.
Don't cut
Find
yourselves
out.
too short in the jail group. Like, you guys also really played it very well.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I love.
I'm not going to apologize for a rolling algorithm, but like after the 5th one, I'm just like, come on, buddy, come on.
Yeah.
This
you
is why
guys
we
were
don't do
fine.
video poker.
Yeah,
Come on, buddy.
they all your rolls went to me for the first half there.
Yeah.
I'd rather it goes to you because in the situation you go into. Like,
It could have went a lot worse.
yeah, everything could be worse than it could have turned out. That's what
I'd
my
have
mom
been
always
pissed if
told
I
me.
got skewered by a gnome, though. Gotta say.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh,
Like you gotta be
man.
afterlife. You tell the first dude about that, he just goes.
Like, think I'll tell anyone about that?
I mean, honestly,
There's also how'd you die, Sabertooth Tiger.
even for it going wrong, we're still kind of exactly where we want to be, sort of.
We're
Yeah,
making
exactly.
progress.
We're
We are
mostly
in the-
where we want to be, so.
We're close to Damani.
Demand.
Oh.
At that point, considering what we're causing, we're just gonna run to the front, out the door to the right, going "Give me that!" and just kicking the door open, and grabbing the statue.
This was awesome. This was a lot of fun today.
No, this is
Oh
good.
yeah, we had Oh yeah, this was a delight, wasn't it?
I wish I had more energy so we could go for like an extra hour, but I'm pretty beat and I think I need some sleepy time.
Yeah.
No, I gotta go.
Yeah,
I gotta go to. I gotta go to a warehouse in 2 hours. During the break, I changed into my work clothes actually. So.
Oh wow. Well, we
Yeah.
won't keep you guys here much longer. Thank you guys so much for the session. I'm very excited to get back into
Yeah,
it.
I'm.
Thank you. It was very fun.
Yeah.
I haven't had
Been
like
looking forward to it.
I haven't had D&D since like
Yeah.
the con, like to run it. So this was like, oh my god, like getting a bump of drugs.
Oh
It's like,
god, you
yeah,
were starved for it.
I was pretty
You were
starved for it.
it.
Yeah. I had a little nap before the session because I was pretty tired. I've been getting up at like 4 a.m. So it's like farmer time. But oh man, good session, guys. This is a blast.
Very fun.
Who
It's good to be
So
back.
much
This
fun.
is very
we
fun.
want to raid?
Arkolf's on.
Ooh,
Bosco's on.
Arkolf
Yeah, Arkolf's on.
Bosco's on. I want to raid the boyfriend. Oh, actually, you know,
Oh,
I
that's
have a
sweet.
better idea. Actually, let's raid Xanalis Grim because I know he's playing with Arkolf.
Oh yeah.
And our raid message
yeah,
will
yeah,
be, tell Arkolf Monty loves you.
Aww.
That will be our raid
Aw.
message.
Oh,
That's wholesome.
Tell
That's
Arkolf
cute.
Monty
That's
loves
so
you. Once I
That's so
see that in
cute.
chat, we will raid. Oh man. Okay, perfect.
So-
All right.
so cute.
Holy moly.
Slash raid. Zan. Nope, spell it right. Zan.
Ellis.
Illis.
Grim.
Wait, hold on. Yes. Zan. I hate it when there's two L's next to each other because it's like, did I do too many? Xanalis Grim. Alright. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Have
Have
a
a
good
goodbye.
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 commit crimes in D&D.
Crimes. Yeah, not actually.